Okay, I know. Ooh. Okay. Alrighty then. Alright, then we're going live at 1, 2, and.
Hey guys. Well, first and foremost, let me just say, Ray, that is an understatement. The whole thing about almost the same. As a matter of fact, in Death Valley, California, this week, they were trying to test whether or not we recorded the highest temperature on planet Earth in the last decade. Okay? Almost. that was a big almost. Yeah, so like 130 degrees Celsius. Can you guys imagine that?
Celsius.
Sorry, 130 degrees Fahrenheit.
I was gonna say.
Sorry, like I'm in a completely different unit. Yeah, that's insane, dude.
It's still pretty crazy.
Yeah, we also saw fire tornadoes. Did you see that?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Those dry lightning strikes.
Right, it's crazy. Other than that, I don't know. Other than that, it's just been a struggle, dude. Classes start next week.
No, classes start this Monday, by the way.
Yeah, that's right. Classes starting on Monday.
No.
I mean, Kenny already graduated.
Corona fucked me, so I gotta go back.
Yeah, now it's true. Lou, you're not gonna enjoy your university experience now.
And this next semester is gonna be the best semester. It's too bad.
Yeah. Well, I still have classes.
Fucking Ray.
What about you, Ray? Are you going to school in the fall? All right. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
Yo, my English class is only 5 times. My law class is 10 times, and my last class, the project class for accounting, I only had to go twice the whole semester.
You said the last semester of school is usually the best semester of school. Too bad you won't be there in person.
I know.
Yeah, the good thing is that now most universities, if they're gonna start offering testing, like COVID testing, that's free, accessible for the students. It's not. Hopefully, that ameliorates some of your stress, because with your own tuition fees, you have access to that.
Right.
You don't have to go that far. Some schools in Orange County this week they actually got a waiver, and they're allowing them to resume in-person instruction. I know. All right.
Fuck all that.
What do you got for us, Ken?
All right. So this is going to be the Super Mario game tier list today. Hopefully, you guys played at least a decent chunk of them. I know majority.
Yeah, we played the majority. Yeah.
So
I think I played. Yeah, same.
Let's just jump right into it. Okay. So, why would you guys play Super Mario Maker?
Super
I'll put that in A tier.
A tier?
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
just
no,
because
hell
you
no.
could build levels.
Why?
Well,
Like,
no
who
lie.
play that
You
game?
could build levels. You
Who
could build
in
levels.
here
Yo,
Ray,
no
play that
lie.
game
I
for
think
hours and hours and hours?
I think Super Mario Maker goes S tier because
I
you
was
could
gonna say
legit
that.
make
Level-
any Mario
any
game,
Mario game, yeah.
Any
But
2D.
is this?
any 2D
Yeah,
Mario
but
game.
like,
So,
is it a memorable game? Do you need to
Oh
play
yeah,
that game?
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
So,
I say yes too. Yeah.
But is
that's
this
S tier. Yo.
Is this Super Mario Maker Deluxe Extra Ultra Turbo, or just a remake?
Just Super Mario Maker.
Okay.
The latest update is actually pretty dope. You can make your own world hub.
Well,
Yeah.
Super Mario Maker 2 though.
Oh, this is not. I
This
thought
is
it
just
was.
one. This is his one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll leave it there because I think they're still both really great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is
Okay.
it? Superstar Saga?
Is that
No,
Mario
this is
Luigi?
Mario Luigi Paper Jam.
Nah,
I
dude.
didn't play that.
I put it on C tier, dude. It was
Superstar Saga.
it was not the best of Paper Mario.
I say B tier. I liked it. It was decent. I like the crossover.
But we have a bunch of Paper Marios.
Any disagreements here?
Nah, you
No.
can put it
You can put a B tier.
Yeah.
Okay, Luigi's Mansion Dark Mode.
D.
Is
That-
that a second?
Yeah.
D.
Yeah, that's the second one.
That game
Oh,
was
yeah.
garbage and boring as fuck.
Yeah. Luigi games are already short, right? And now this one just not it. I remember playing
They
that
just
one.
try to drag it on too much. It was boring.
It was compartmentalized a lot. Like you had to go from one to the other to the other.
Yeah.
That was kind of boring. Mario Luigi's Bowser Inside Story.
I actually
that-
like the concept.
Yeah, that was really
The
good.
concept
I
was
agree.
interesting.
Yeah,
I'll
I
put
was
it in
gonna
A
say
tier.
Yeah, I was gonna say A tier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll put it in
Mario
A tier just
Luigi's
because it's
Bowser
creative.
Inside Story.
Mhm.
All right.
I actually
That-
like
New
it.
Super Mario Bros. U.
Garbage.
I
Put
would
it
put that in D tier.
That's a
D.
D.
D because it's the second
That's a
remake.
D.
Yeah.
Okay, New Super Mario Bros. Wii. C because it's the first
The
remake.
C. A
And then-
tier. Okay, that one's A
The New
tier.
Super Mario Bros. A
That's
tier.
A tier.
A
That's
tier.
all right.
I remember when that
think
game
it's a
came out, I
14
was hyped as fuck, yo.
Yeah, that's
No, and it was fun too, and I think it was the first for the I think it was the 3DS, right?
Well, yeah, it was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first 2.5D Mario game.
It was
Yeah,
a DS.
It was a nice addition. I remember I actually bought that game.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
every
yeah,
every
yeah.
new Super Mario Bros. After that was so boring.
I think New Super Mario Bros. 2 was pretty good.
I didn't play that. I just didn't
Okay.
bother.
Yeah, so Super Mario Bros. 2.
I actually really like that game.
I like
Yeah, I like
those
that game.
too. Like honestly, the soundtrack for those games is legendary.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
think that's an A tier game. Not gonna lie. I mean,
Yeah.
A tier?
Tier,
it was. There was a really. I have really good
I
memories
like
of
the
that
levels too. Yeah.
Dude,
game. Yeah, it was. Even though
Miyamoto,
it's not really a Mario game, it's just Mario slapped on top of it. But at the end of the day, I liked it. So
Miyamoto drew every freaking thing with a ruler. It's like, oh yeah,
Yeah, because that's what I was wondering about. Is this the one that was Doki Doki Panic, or was it
yeah,
Super Mario Land?
Yeah,
that's
Doki
two.
Doki, yeah.
It's Super Mario Bros. 2 is Doki Doki Land.
Oh, wait, or was Super Mario Land 2 Doki Doki Panic? I don't remember one. Which
No,
one it
Super
was.
Mario Bros. 2 is the one that they used. They just slapped Mario on it.
Okay, the Super Mario Land 2 is different.
Yeah, because the
Okay.
Yeah.
Japanese version of Super Mario Bros. 2 is exactly the same as Super Mario Bros. 1. It's just more levels. So when they came to America, they didn't think it would sell because it would be the same thing. So they took that other game and just slapped Mario on it.
Okay.
They do this a lot, by the way, too. Like,
I know.
like
Alright.
Mario Kart originally wasn't a Mario Kart game. It was a completely different game. It's like, you know what? I think I'll sell if Mario's on it.
yeah. Same thing with
Yeah.
Smash Brothers.
And
Yep.
Dinosaur Planet.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Ruben, can you look directly at the camera just for a sec?
Okay.
Okay. Do you guys notice that Ruben's hairstyle looks exactly like Josh's avatar?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And they're both
Like that
Mexican.
side swipe. I'm like, huh.
and
Where
they're
you
both
going for
Mexican.
that?
That's
Awesome,
racist.
bro.
All right.
I see it now.
Okay, so Super Mario Odyssey.
S.
Gotta
tier.
see. That's not S tier. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't think it's
Yeah, it
S tier.
is.
I
that's not
I
bad.
think
I would-
A.
I would say
Tier
that's
B.
C. tier.
I don't think that's
I'll
an
say
A game,
B.
honestly.
I'll say B.
Really?
Okay, look, I'll say C
I
tier
would
for the
say C.
gameplay, but it jumps up 2 tiers for Pauline.
Yes, no Pauline.
Okay, Pauline feet as Carmen San Diego. There you go. 2 tier.
Wait, what's so good about Pauline?
She in the game she sings the theme song.
I know, but that's one song.
Okay, but she also runs the theme park in the city, and Mario is clearly rich, and therefore she needs to have some respect as a woman.
I mean, that's the same idea like saying that Superstar Saga is great because of Gino. Gino sucks.
Like I'll tell you something, all right? Look, you have two choices in this game, okay? You can have Peach who sits on her ass all day with her father's money, or you can have a working woman called Pauline who actually gets up and starts doing work. Your choice.
That's the most respect I've heard Ken say of any female I've ever heard.
I respect all women. He lying.
But what about Daisy though? What about Daisy?
I like Daisy, but she
Daisy's
sits
trash.
up.
I'm sorry. Daisy's hot girl. I hate fucking Daisy, yo. I hate her.
I love Daisy.
Why?
She's mad annoying.
Yeah, she is freaking annoying. I remember in like Mario Golf, she had this one soundbite. It was just like, "Let it fly, let it fly." Oh my god, it drove me nuts.
And just her voice annoys me. I'm just like, yo, shut up.
Yo, have you seen Daisy on tennis? Dude, that's something else.
All right, so we'll put it at B. How about that?
What's the song?
Yeah, I said.
Okay, so Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars.
That's A tier.
I think that's A tier. A lot of people put that in S.
D tier for Gino.
No, I mean,
D tier.
no, like Super Mario RPG is probably one of the best Mario RPGs ever.
Yeah.
I will put it in S tier, but no, put an A. A tier is good.
Yeah,
Shout out to Square. Okay, they know how to make their RPGs.
Oh.
I know.
Okay, Super Mario 3D Land.
That's the 3DS one?
Yeah.
Okay, that I can C or B. Nah, not B. C.
Yeah,
it's
a solid game, but it's like whatever.
Yeah.
Super Paper Mario. This can go.
Didn't play that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can go on D. Oh, Super Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga.
That's honestly, I'm sorry. That's A or A tier for me.
Yeah, I think it's A tier. Yeah.
Hey.
Anything on Game Boy Advance was amazing.
Yeah. I will honestly put it in S tier because I really love that fucking game.
I did too. Oh yeah, that's true. This is the game where Luigi became a god?
Yes.
Yeah, it's true. But he has this like his alternative identity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like in this game, in the Mario RPGs, if you guys don't know, for our audience, Luigi was actually given the power of a thunder god by the thunder god. So that's why he comes back in Super Paper Mario as the only person who could defeat Mario. Luigi is a god, a literal god. So there you go. Thousand Year Door is obviously
S tier. No, that's S tier, yo.
This is not a debate.
Thousand Year Door is S tier, yo.
That's the best game for Paper Mario together.
Yeah.
Now the next one with the cat Mario, I would say put that shit. Yeah, put that shit on C or D.
Nah,
that's
F. Fuck out of here. That shit F. That's F.
I didn't like the cat.
Wait, I gotta see if there's anything that deserves to be an F tier. Yeah.
And the fact that Nintendo said that's a mainline 3D Mario game, no, that's F. No, that's a flop.
Yeah. Okay, so Super Mario 2.
You know, like those games, I feel like when I look at Super Mario Wii, Super Mario 2, Super Mario Bros, the one that's an A tier, and right now, they're all kind of blend in and are the same thing to me. So I don't see why they shouldn't be C, like anything above C. Like C is perfect for them.
Yeah,
because I think the thing is that some of these are like really solid, and I get what you're coming from. But I think when it comes to some games at the time, I think they were better than others. So where are we gonna put
Mario Bros is lower than that. It's lower than
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it on B, but I would put it on C.
Yeah. Okay. Mario Luigi Dream Team, bro.
I never played that one.
I say
But I heard it was good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Mario Galaxy 2.
No, Mario Galaxy 1 was better than Mario Galaxy 2.
Mario Galaxy 2 is really good though.
No, it's just that people
I
a lot
good
of people
things
complain
about
of it.
Yeah. I'll say A.
I put it in A tier, yeah.
A tier,
And I put the original one in S.
Yeah.
S tier, yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
the Mario Galaxy is the best game.
Yeah. That
Mario
was the
Galaxy
fun
was
game.
honestly dope.
Yo, I played that game 1,000 times. You guys can complain.
Okay. So Yoshi's New Island. Oh, this is a new one.
Yeah, put that
Nah.
on C tier because you can put the original Yoshi
The
Island
original
from
one,
SNES in S.
S tier,
Yeah.
yeah. The one that I played.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put that in S. That one is a really
Yeah.
good game.
Really good.
Color Splash.
Dude, I played that one, bro. It's sick. It's
Nah.
I wouldn't give it.
Nah.
I wouldn't give it. I wouldn't
Put
give
it in B or A.
Yeah, I say it's B or A.
Yeah.
This is probably the people not gonna are probably not gonna like what I say about this, but in terms of writing, this is probably the Paper Mario game that's closest to Thousand Year Door.
Yeah, I think
it's
so
kinda
too.
close. Well,
Yeah.
I'll leave it on B then.
Yeah.
I'll put it
If
where-
Origami King was here, it would go on F tier because that game's boring. Super Mario Land, original
Ooh.
game. I'm not gonna
That
lie.
one was a pretty good game, if I remember
That's the
correctly.
regional, right?
Yeah, I'd give that like A tier.
A
I remember
tier.
that. A tier, yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
Luigi's Mansion 1.
OG
tier.
Luigi's Mansion A.
Yeah.
Easy.
S. That was a funny game.
Luigi's Mansion. Mario and Luigi Partner in Time.
That's the baby one, right?
That's
Yeah.
Make it turn. Yeah.
Actually,
I don't know.
I actually really like this game.
I don't know. I didn't play it, so
I like this game. I have to say maybe A tier, A or B.
I put it on B to be honest. I like the one when Luigi's a god better than that one.
No, but all of those games are still fun to play. That's the thing. Bottom line.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm saying.
So- Paper Mario, the original.
Original goes in A because Thousand Year Door's in S.
True.
and then after that they all got trash.
And I would say you can move Paper Mario all the way to the beginning of A.
Fair enough. So
If-
Paper
if-
Mario Sticker Star.
I played that one, bro.
I don't give a fuck about that game.
If that's the C
I'll go
star.
on C game.
It's,
right
it's
That's a
definitely
feeling.
not better than Color Splash. I
Yeah,
get it.
Color Splash.
Yeah. Super Mario 64.
Yo, that's S tier, my guy.
Yeah,
I had so
That's
much
S
fun
tier,
with that
bro.
one too.
That's
yeah.
S tier.
Okay. Super Mario Bros. 3.
I think that's also
Damn,
S.
that's S tier too.
Yeah,
man.
That's when they
I-
introduced the Tanuki suit, right?
Yeah, that's where they had all those cool suits.
Okay.
Like that game essentially redefined Mario and what it could be. It was like after that one, you're like, shit, dude, Mario is amazing.
Yeah, that was dope.
So skipping the pleasantries, can we just put Super Mario Bros. In S?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we
so
can put Sunshine in D.
No
Nah, you bought
way.
B.
I
No,
like that.
no.
I was
No.
like,
okay, Super Mario All Stars.
All Stars. That's not fair because that has all the good Mario games in it, so that has to be S tier, right?
So F for rehashing. Paper Mario. Super Mario Land 2.
Oh, I didn't play that shit.
I haven't played
Is that the
one.
one where
think that-
they,
think that's
not
B.
the Wario got introduced? Or Bowser Jr.?
No idea. Never played it.
All right,
I
never
Yeah,
played it.
I think I played it and it was B. I remember it was pretty good.
Okay. Super Mario World. Oh, yo, this is S tier
That's
for me.
definitely
That's
S
S
Yeah.
tier for sure.
This is where you realize you had to kill Yoshi.
Yeah.
Mario Sunshine?
S tier. I don't say A. S tier. That's
Yo,
true.
me personally, that's an S tier game for me. I don't care what no one says, but if you had
Yeah.
to-
This was one of the first games where
Come
he actually wasn't just jumping on things.
Right.
True. Yeah, I'll give it
We'll
S.
put it in S tier, yeah.
Yeah.
Now
Okay.
we were missing some of that, but I want to just
How?
present it.
What's the number
Oh,
one?
yo, we're
Mario
missing
game.
Mario Dance Revolution. If
There you
anybody played that game.
I would actually put Super Mario 3 in front of the original Mario, bro.
Now, okay.
Nah, it spawned the franchise. You can't be beat.
All right, we're not going to talk about the one that's in the franchise, right? Aside from that, I think Galaxy is number one.
I think they should go chronologically,
Ooh.
right?
I like it because of the mechanics.
I don't know why, but I feel like 64 is a little bit better than Galaxy for me.
I agree.
Because
Yeah.
we
It was a
wouldn't-
great
we wouldn't have
game.
Galaxy if it wasn't for 64.
Yeah, but we can't base it like that because if we did, then You know,
Yeah, but
obviously.
I think overall experience and like just plain idea and everything with 64, I feel like outweighs a little.
Galaxy
Galaxy was way more creative.
Galaxy was pretty iconic in the way it used the space around it.
Galaxy
Yeah.
way,
Yeah, but-
like 60, don't take nothing from 64. It's a great game, but
Yeah.
Galaxy is so much more beyond 64. They took what 64 was and just made it completely way better.
Because that's the thing, right? Okay, so
Right.
at the time, doing something like Galaxy was impossible. So it seems
That's
like
true.
Super Mario Galaxy is essentially the spiritual successor of 64.
Right. Because
A lot of people assume that. People don't even think Sunshine should be
but-
an update like that.
No, but this is what I have to say because it's like going down that logic. It's like you would have to go 64 Sunshine Galaxy because that just makes sense. Like
Yeah,
just-
that's
Right.
all the developer.
It's just based on the technical limitations. It's like this had the most severe, so they did what they could, and then this had the
But
next.
I don't see Sunshine as a spiritual successor to 64.
Indeed.
I think
Also
that's like a
Galaxy, yeah.
spin-off type thing, and Galaxy is more of a spiritual successor.
I think that Galaxy and 64 are essentially inseparable. They're in the same tier always. You know, like
Yeah.
it's so like whatever you put Galaxy, that's where 64 goes. You know, like
Yeah,
not before, not after.
In my opinion, I feel like Galaxy is the part 2 of 64.
Yeah, because it derives.
yeah.
There's heavy inspiration from 64.
64 to
Yeah.
Galaxy, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
even
see it.
Sunshine.
You see it in the cover art as well. Like they're both doing the same pose.
Yeah, the whole idea of flying is like it's so much better.
I
Right.
feel like Sunshine is so underrated, yo. I don't know why people hate that fucking game.
The GameCube flop. That's why.
Hey, that's such an underrated Mario game.
No, they
Yeah,
just
like-
hate it.
Like for example, I know that Super Mario Maker is essentially the spiritual successor of All Star Jam, right? Because it's essentially puts everything you can do in the first Mario games in one, right? So it packages everything. So like Mario Maker puts all of the basic Marios in one game, and it gives you the freedom of making it your own, which is like super cool.
Yeah.
No,
I think that's why Super Mario Maker 2, there's no way like they can make another 2D Mario game and be like, yeah, you should buy this over Super Mario Maker.
Right. That like you can make way more difficult.
Yeah, actually in Mario Maker people make levels better than Nintendo could fucking make a fucking 2D
and
level.
it's one of the few Mario games and just straight Mario games where you can actually have like an interaction with other players. Like, oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna post my screen or my stage and you play it. You know, like it's an actual community based game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I just
so-
wish the online was better.
Now,
So-
what do you guys think about Super Princess Peach? Where would you guys put that one?
Yeah, I don't really like that game.
Well, that game is hella sexist, but well, I'll put that in like I think it was a pretty good game. I'll put it like A or B.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was really good. It's sexist, but I'll put it A or B. It's sexist
Well-
because her power is crying, her emotions.
Yeah. Now, if it were Super Princess Pauline, or sorry, Super Entrepreneur Pauline,
Well, no. Super manager Pauline. She doesn't own the business. She's a
that's
manager.
true. At the end, the whole thing is she ends up owning the business.
Exactly. She's got to work her way up like everyone else.
Uh,
Not like Princess
shit.
Peach, who's born into money.
Yeah, I
they
give.
hate
I,
Or Rosalina, who's born a god. That's not fair.
Yeah, Rosalina
Well, she was
definitely
born
a-
that way. That's not her fault.
Exactly.
Was she essentially a god, or was it like?
She's
Nah,
pretty
but
much a god, yeah.
Rosalina was born that way, but she had to work for her shit though. Like she ain't had nobody.
But how much work does a god have to put in, though?
No,
I
you
mean-
guys still you still gotta put in work.
Like, Pauline started off as a damsel in distress, right? After she got connections through Donkey Kong, she worked her way up to owning the theme park, to running the theme park with Mario. Because, Mario got connected through her to Donkey Kong. And then after Mario saw what she could do with the theme park, she got to become mayor because her connections with Princess Peach and all that. So it's like she worked her way up. What did Princess Peach do? She just stays the damsel in distress. You want to know why? Because being a princess is not a marketable skill.
See, that's why
Nah, you know why she a damsel in distress? Cause she getting that mop from Bowser.
See, that's why I argue that Pauline is the best partner for Wario, because Wario is just as ambitious. The only thing is that Wario steals.
No, but think about it, right? Pauline wears that dress because unlike Peach, she actually has to walk. So it's like she can't have a huge ass dress like that. It makes no sense.
So what you're saying is Pauline for Smash?
I'm seeing Pauline for her own game. I think
Damn.
I think
Well,
she's
He's already in that.
You know what Pauline's game's gonna be? Running a bank.
Nah, it's
gonna
gonna be
kick.
Carmen Sandiego.
Her theme song is gonna be "I got
Carmen
money,
Sandiego.
money in the bank."
Like at the end of the special ending for Animal Crossing is that everything is owned by Pauline. She's a real estate guy.
She's the one that owns Tom Nook.
Yep.
She's shaking him down every day. Like, you better have your money for Mario next week.
Yeah, it'd be fun if Pauline ends up owning Peach's castle.
Do you know how like the head of Nintendo USA is named Bowser, right?
Yeah.
Imagine at some point it becomes Pauline. Is a girl named Pauline? That'd be dope.
Yo, I'd be like, you guys set that up. Y'all know damn well what y'all was doing.
Yeah, I mean, think about that. What's the odds that a person with the last name Bowser worked his way up, right? I think his last name probably carried him a couple steps.
You imagine if it was like,
Oh,
his name
yeah.
was Bowser? Nah, he definitely gotta be. He
Right.
definitely got president.
He was just like, oh, it's between this other guy named Johnny Smith and this guy named Bowser.
Bowser.
Doug Bowser. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Miyamoto was just like, it's a sign. Either that or Miyamoto had him genetically altered, and it's just essentially one of Miyamoto's sperm clones.
Yo, imagine.
So,
All right.
artificial.
All right,
Wow.
all right. So let's go. Episode 14, right? I don't know what happened to episode 13. We don't talk about that one.
Yeah, died on arrival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, talking about that, right? Like, do you think it was superstition? Right? Yeah. Do you think it was because it was number 13, or just simply
Yeah.
because it was really hot?
It was all Ray's fault.
Now it would have been
was
crazy
a race
if
fault.
last week was Friday the 13th as well.
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
It was
I don't know. I don't know. All I'm saying is that a lot of buildings skip floor 13 for some reason, right? Some dumb reason. Anyways,
Superstition.
okay, so it happened, guys. First and foremost, I want to let you guys know that I did catch every single Pokemon in Pokemon Smile.
First, no,
I can feel your enthusiasm.
no, only Gen 1. You only catch all Gen 1.
So
Not
he
any update for
was
Gen
a good little boy. He brushed his teeth every day, guys.
I brushed my teeth 150 times. And I missed 2 Pokemon, so technically I brushed them 152 times. Now the problem is that now, with all the Pokemon already caught, at the end of the day, they don't give you anything other than the ability to
Wait,
make
Max,
this.
we can't see the slideshow. We only see you filming us.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
It's always Ray.
Sorry about that. There you go. So like I was,
Okay.
there we go. I captured every single Pokemon in Pokemon Smile, guys.
Are we really talking about? I'm cutting my camera off.
These are all the Pokemon. Josh is like, no. These are all the Pokemon. Dude, this is a legit Pokemon game that exists.
I'll be back in
Yeah,
20
it's
minutes,
pretty cool.
guys.
Okay, so
What
It
the
won't
hell?
be done in 20.
these are Pokemon Sprite. Now, I did brush my teeth 152 times because I missed 2 Pokemon. But the thing is that I was Googling, searching, and there is no update to be had for this game, right? So it looks like it's a one-shot. I don't think there's going to be supported to the next generation. So this is a drawback of it, right? Like, so this is a habit-building game.
Right.
As soon as you stop and get everything, there's really no incentive to keep using it, right? Like, I can delete it right now. As a matter of fact, I'll delete it afterwards because what am I gonna do? Open it up and catch the same Pokemon? I tried.
The minute Max deletes the app, Nintendo's are like, we got you, 2nd generation.
Oh my god!
Wait, that's your whole Pokedex right now?
Yeah, but yeah, no, I mean, it's like you said, it's a habit building game. I mean, but then on top of that, like Max was deliberately trying to catch all the Pokemon. Like, how many kids are actually going to do that deliberately,
Yeah,
right? So
Yeah.
it's like what you build to happen for like a few months, you don't really need the game anymore.
No, and as a matter of fact, it really takes a Pokemon fan to stick with it, right? And I remember, and I'm not ashamed to say that sometimes when the Pokédex is filling up, you're like, God damn it, I want to brush my teeth again, because I'm so close, but you have to wait, right? Because you can only brush your teeth so long. They tell you not to brush your teeth that often.
Wait, these
Yeah,
are the
so I
Pokemon
think-
you gotten so far.
Yeah, those are the only ones you can get.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
well.
So you ready to finish
yeah,
it?
he's only Gen 1. Yeah, he finished
Yeah.
the game.
Now the design.
I want
Huh?
I want Max to present his class with that picture.
Yo,
The class
I'll do it.
El
I'll-
Camino. He's like, "Hey, students," and just
Anders, don't dare him.
Max.
He will do it. He will.
I'll throw it in. So
Yeah.
I have no problem doing it. First class covering the syllabus, I'll throw it in. So yeah, that's all the Pokemon you can get, and at the end, you don't get anything that's that amazing. All you can do is create little like frames for your pictures, for your selfies like this, and you can use any Pokemon here. There's a lot of cool features that you can make the stickers big, small, rotate them, right? You can flip them like mirror flip. So there's a lot you can do, right? And technically you can surround yourself with all the Pokemons you want. It's quite creative, but not enough to warrant keeping the app on your phone. Okay. Another thing that I felt like this failed at, and this would actually help make it more replayable, so to speak, is that you can't use the Pokemon you catch as you're brushing your teeth to battle. So like if you choose Pikachu, you're stuck with Pikachu for the whole game. If you choose Eevee, you're stuck with Eevee the whole game. If you choose Bulbasaur, although for Ruben this is not a problem, you're stuck with Bulbasaur.
With Bulbasaur, I don't mind, man. Jesus.
Yeah. So, but I'm like, some of these sprites are adorable. Like, look at Rhydon. Look at Rhyhorn right here. Like, has Rhydon ever looked this adorable? Or look at Snorlax. Snorlax looks absolutely gorgeous. Look at Machamp. Machamp looks just so derpy. And look at Arcanine. Arcanine looks.
But look at Ditto.
Well, Ditto looks exactly the same. I know.
He hasn't changed at all.
So some of them, they're really, really cool. And unfortunately, there's not that much you can do with this. Okay. But there it is. I promised that I was going to catch all 150, and I did. I wish there were shiny versions, but there aren't.
You mad?
Now we move on.
Oh my
So
God,
guess-
this game. Okay.
Remember, kids.
Okay.
Brush your teeth.
Fucking right.
Hey, Max told me to cover it, I guess. I mean, I didn't even notice the game was coming out until, 3 days ago?
See, the thing is that over the past, 2 podcasts, we have proved beyond shadow of a doubt that Ray is not a true gamer, right? Now, this is a gaming podcast, so that means that we need to catch him up, get him up to speed. So, Ray, every podcast, I'm going to have you review a game no matter what it is.
I guess. So there's so many FIFA games that I can review more.
All right.
Oh
Anyway,
my God.
this is Captain Tsubasa, I guess. This is the new one.
Yeah, Subasa.
I mean, it's based.
Tsubasa.
Hey, it's based on an
Tsubasa.
anime I never watched. I guess. Ruben, did you watch this anime? Was it anime or manga?
What's manga
It
first?
started as an anime, yeah.
Okay.
What the hell is this?
All I know is a lot of people will be like complaining about the sub.
It was
Oh,
2 decades ago that came out, I think.
Yeah. So Max told me that this game was coming out, obviously, and it will check it out. It's available on all platforms: PS4, Xbox, even in the Nintendo one. What's the name of it? Switch. Yeah, I don't play that crap
How
anymore.
does that Nintendo console called?
The one that's most likely sitting right in front of him.
Oh, actually, well, where is it, Ruben?
The Neo Geo?
The Switch?
Yo,
You
Geo.
didn't sell the Switch. Oh, okay.
I have the PS4 with me right now.
Anyways, so this game, obviously, this is a circuit game. A lot of people was like, "Oh, is it like just like FIFA? Is it like Game Breaker? Was it not a Game Breaker? Is that?"
No,
Yeah, just play the official trailer. But
Yeah,
not how
some
the whole
moves are
just as a
unfair.
background thing. Obviously, it's gonna go through some of that anime. It's gonna give you some of that feeling. But if you play Mario Strikers, you're gonna get some of what the game is about, right? At the beginning of this trailer, you're just gonna see some of the what's it called, the solo campaign that you're gonna be able to play. It gives you a little bit of story. A lot of people that play the campaign said it's like, oh, it's okay, but once you get the hang of the gameplay style, there's not a lot of what's it called? Uh, there's not a lot of
Variation or like
no. It's just there's not enough of a challenge once you
Oh.
get it done, right? It's almost like like Mario Strikers, right? Once you get the gameplay done, and then there's after that, just you have to keep winning games until you finish the game, basically. All right, and but the only good thing about this game is that it gives you a little bit of a different style variation when it comes to the gameplay. It gives you a combination of FIFA and Mario Strikers. So if you ever play Soccer International for the Nintendo 64, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know if Andres, did you ever play that game in the 64?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so if you go to the next slide, you see what I'm talking about. I put a clip of it. So play the clip right here in the corner. So that's Soccer International for the Nintendo. I know for the NES, the Super Nintendo. All right, this is the Super Nintendo version that I played when I was a kid, and then I also played the 64 version. But this is the very similar style. If you see the gameplay, it's very similar to what this game, Captain Susa, is about. All right, so play the other clip in the corner, top corner. Thanks. So this is I was gonna give you some of the gameplay. Go to 1 minute. Can you skip it? There you go. So
Right.
what? Oh, you have it. Oh my god.
damn.
Yeah.
This
The
boy
box.
has it.
So, but
My God.
yeah. So I didn't know you had it, but that,
Yo, what don't you have in your fucking house? Yo, can you pull out the pot of gold and share some of that, please? Damn.
I actually got that as a gift for Christmas from my cousin.
So basically, if you play this game, you're gonna get a little bit of a. Okay, is it like FIFA? Yeah, it's pretty much like FIFA, but it's almost like a Super Nintendo game. There's Soccer International, and there's obviously the concept at the end whenever you want to score of Mario Strikers, where you get this little bit of gameplay game through thing, where there's a little clip where the guy jumps in the air and tries to do like a game breaker goal.
Oh,
Right.
super.
And
super
you see those lines they have on
Yeah.
top of their names. That's you have to like fool the whole thing, for you to always keep it. Whenever you get close to the goal, to do the game breaker thing. If you don't have that, then you just gonna obviously you shoot. But the goalie, the only way you could defeat the goalie is through just keep kicking the ball to him. And you see his stat line is way different than the players. Obviously, the goalie you have to keep hitting the ball to him. That way his stat line goes down, and then you do your game breaker, and more likely you were able to score. Because if you do your game breaker and his stat line is full, more likely he's gonna block it. Right. So that's pretty much it. And obviously there's the slides, the hits you could do, which a lot of people obviously that's what they want when it comes to a soccer game instead of just a stupid regular slide that you do in FIFA. So a lot of people are saying, look, I don't play sports video games, but I will give this a try just because it's different, just like Mario Strikers was. And when it comes to the variations of teams, obviously you could create your own team and your own player, but you also could play with national teams, as you see right here. That's pretty much it. A lot of people are kind of enthusiastic just because they saw the anime or the manga. I don't know what.
It's that.
And then they're gonna be more likely to give it a try. So would I buy it? I would just wait for it to be like $10 maybe. But I would not buy it at full price for sure. Because you more likely.
All right, I gotta do a quick summary of this game because you left out a lot of stuff, right?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey,
Yeah,
but
but
you know
I was pretty
That was
straight
a
true.
good job,
But
though.
I saw the whole
It was a
thing.
good job.
I saw the whole thing. I was like, it's pretty simple.
Off.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Andres.
Okay, let's bring
right.
out the microscope.
So, the quick summary of this game. It's just and basically anything sports related that you've seen that anime transition to, it's that. Like anything like from volleyball, basketball, all that. This is like the predecessor to all those sports animes. So in this game, you basically play it as like a FIFA game, like an arcade version of FIFA, but on the bars, what Ray was saying, those are your meters. So like when you build a super, and once you build that super up, you basically can basically summon like your spirit animal. So you have like you see how that guy is about to kick, and he has like a falcon behind him, right? So each player like forward has like kind of like a Kai spirit animal thing that comes out,
totem.
and that is your super. And sometimes it's a tiger, sometimes it's an eagle, a falcon, a shark, or whatever that forward has. And then also what Ray was saying about the keeper has a stamina bar. So the keeper, you have to waste down his stamina bar. So the most that you want to do is basically take down his stamina bar and then do your super to basically confirm a goal. And that's the way that you kind of want to win the game. That's kind of like how, Super Mario Strikers are, where you do have like something where you accumulate and then you have like your super kick, right? Or your super. And that's basically how this game is. So just like a rendition of an arcade soccer game with supers. And that's basically it.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I said it has that arcade feeling. I never said that. I just said that right now.
Yeah, you never said.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. But
No.
when it comes to the Game Break, it's pretty simple. Yes, it does have different animations when it comes to the Game Break itself, but it's nothing different. It just shoots to the fucking goalie, and if the goalie has the whole bar, then it would just stop it, unless it's just like halfway done, and then.
So would you buy it or would you not buy it?
No full price.
People who watch the anime, people who are
Yeah, if you're a huge
Cal-
fan, then
I
yeah,
think
go
people-
ahead.
Yeah, I think people who love anime and who love soccer
soccer, yeah,
are gonna
they
go
will buy
into
it.
this, especially people who've been kind of craving like a FIFA arcade game and haven't had that in a while. I think people are gonna get turned on to this, especially people in Latin America, because this anime is actually really popular over there.
Popular over there.
And so this is like if SNK came out with King of Fighters game, this would be basically like King of Fighters of a soccer game over there.
Yeah, and because like in Brazil is like Japan too. Like everything that is in Japanese culture is ingrained over there. Like anime, if you think anime is big in the United States or in Latin America, dude, Brazil times 100.
Right.
Yeah.
Most people say because they thought it's like, what if you integrate it on an online mode tournament? And most people say, yeah, but it's not gonna be so competitive since it's gonna be almost the same. It's almost like playing Mario Strikers online.
I mean, that could be just like a fun arcade game. It doesn't have to be a
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you cannot get bored of it very easily after that.
I mean, it depends. I mean, I could throw up Mario. I could throw up Strikers whenever I want, and I'd still feel that fun.
But you're not gonna play it for
game
like
is-
hours and hours and hours.
Oh man, I mean,
But
dude,
at the
I mean,
beginning you would, but I mean after that,
as long as I'm playing with friends, like
yeah,
that
it's
game
different.
is fun.
Though. It's different. You play
Dude,
with
I
friends.
remember that. Dude, in high school when I worked at the teen center, the kids love NBA 2K10. They spend like mad hours on the thing, like freaking days. Like, hey, what are you gonna do this weekend? Just play that.
What I see is
I mean, it's the same thing with like Super Smash Brothers, right? Like me and Josh will play for hours, and sometimes Josh will have like a whole chain of just whooping my ass the whole time. But the fun of it is learning about the game, learning about the attacks, learning about the doing things. That's kind of like how that game is too, like Super Mario Strikers and this game. It's just you're learning new things no matter what, and that's kind of like the fun of it, where you're like, oh, I know I need a dodge on this one because I know he's gonna slide, or I know I need a super on this because I know the goalie stamina is about to be like done.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. You keep learning about the game, and that's what maybe like for you that's not fun because it's repetitive. But for other players who do love the repetitiveness and do love learning about new things about a certain game, they will keep coming back to this game.
Yeah.
Well, I could see it's like for anime, these the first test for sports anime, like I could say. But if they take a basketball game for Kuroko no Basket, which is a really amazing anime for basketball, and I show 21 for football and American football, and What about volleyball, which is Haikyuu?
Right.
Oh,
Am I
okay.
the guy?
Hey, sports
I'm
games.
just saying.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
just saying for the
Again,
anime.
again, sports games are gonna dominate the next generations. All right.
Look, we
I'm
have
sorry
we have
to
to
bust
just
your
accept
bubble.
the fact that sports games are sports games, right? If you want to play a sports game, this is what you do. Go to Walmart, like $15, $20. Way cheaper than this game is gonna cost. Get the damn ball and kick the damn ball in the street, okay? Okay, if the car comes, get out of the way of the car. There you go. You play soccer. All right.
Dude, yeah.
So who trying to do this strikers tournament out here? What? Everyone put $5.
Hey, the
Well, if it's
strikers
if
that doesn't have online compatibility,
wait,
huh?
the
No.
last one they
The
took
Wii,
out
doesn't
for
the
the
Wii
Wii.
does? Yeah.
The Wii one does, but I'm sure those servers are down.
Oh yeah.
They need to make.
So
Honestly,
we
they
put
need
in
to,
$5 each.
dude, they need to
$45
make a
each.
video game like of all the classic Mario sports game. Like imagine a hub. Imagine that one game, right? That has tennis, golf, strikers, like all of those sports games in one, dude.
Yeah, but Nintendo ain't cool.
And that'd be
Three
so.
And we need 3 hoops.
I
Yep.
mean, they kind of have that with the Summer Olympics, right? Because Summer
Yeah,
Olympics game
Sure.
has soccer, has surfing.
Yeah, but
has
nobody
skateboarding.
cares about that one.
Yeah, no one cares. But like,
I mean,
if
that
you're
game
talking
sold
about-
well though.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not the ones we want.
Yeah, but why they gonna call it Super Mario Olympics? That's what they're gonna call it.
Nah,
I think that's the actual name, though. All right,
Yeah,
so
it's called
Mario
Sonic.
Sonic at the
Mario.
yeah,
or
Mario Sonic at the Olympic Games. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, so as with Kenneth's recommendation of going outside, getting a ball, still make sure you stay safe out there, right?
Yeah,
But
put on the mask, kick out as many windmills as you want to because you have the mask on. All right.
so
Stupid.
we can move forward onto WB. So WB has been in the eye of the hurricane lately, right? They went ahead and fired a lot of people. They did a lot of internal reformatting, but this weekend we're having DC fandom, right?
Yeah.
So what's up with Warner Brothers in the game department?
All right. So this tomorrow, DC fandom, they've been teasing it all week. I think they've been teasing it last week a little bit too. So it turns out they're not having one game; they're gonna have 2 games, and one of those games is from WB Montreal called Batman Gotham Knights, and that's going to be a 20-minute panel. And then the other game is the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, also a 20-minute panel. Now, for some strange reason, the DC fandom starts at 10:25. I don't know why not 10:30, but it starts at 10:25. So
for people who be late, right?
On the West Coast, so we'll see.
Yeah, so there was a lot of disputes over the schedule, right?
Yeah.
And I know that they ended up changing it because a lot of people are like, dude, there's so much overlap.
Yeah.
Right. So what are you guys excited for in this case?
I'm more excited for Rocksteady's game. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of over the Snyder Cut thing because I'm starting to think they're hyping it more than it's worth. And then, I don't really care about Gotham Knights like that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things, and I think most of the exciting things are going to happen with people when people ask them like, hey, what's gonna happen with this video game? What happens over here? Why did you guys cancel this? Why did you guys do all that? Right? I think they did not know how to time their their actions because sure, everyone's excited about Snyder Cut, right? Everybody wants to see what's going to happen to Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
84, right? Yeah.
When it's not coming out.
Because that's the
Oh.
thing. We don't know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Next year.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
delayed it again.
They delayed it next year because they want theaters and butts in the theaters. They don't want to
Okay.
stream that.
Okay, well we ain't gonna see it till 2022 then, guys.
Because that's the deal. Like this is kind of like Sony and Xbox playing chicken, right? You have Marvel Universe and then you have the DC Universe, and they both have a female-based superhero movie as a headliner, and they don't want to be the first one to say, "Hey, I'm coming to stream." You know,
Right.
like
Right.
Mulan did.
Right.
Which, by the way, you can still go see Mulan now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be waiting for when Andrea takes donations.
Isn't Mulan like coming out for what's it called, the Disney app?
That's what we
Yeah.
were talking
Yeah,
about.
it already did. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, do you sign?
Yeah, no, nobody's gonna watch that.
Look, I'm
Oh.
not gonna lie. This is not a movie I'm particularly super interested in.
Stop
I
lying.
mean, like that because like no Eddie Murphy dragon means I probably don't care. But
Stop lying.
but at the same time, it's like we have to make this successful if we want to get Black Widow out here.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Okay. I mean,
Now, why is it that you want to watch Black Widow so bad?
Because it's the last movie of essentially that last phase.
Yo,
because,
Black Widow looking fire though. What do you mean?
Yeah.
No, I'm just asking.
But
You're
not
like,
only
what-
that, but it's like they even said after Endgame that
Uh-huh.
they weren't gonna make movies like that anymore with that big of a crossover for the
I
MCU. So it's like this is gonna be like the last movie of the old classic Marvel, and then it's gonna be a whole new thing going forward.
Yeah,
So-
because I know Marvel is kind of headhunting the Russo brothers again, and they said they didn't want to do it unless they did what's it called? Secret Wars. So because they said they didn't want to do anything small, they didn't want to do any more small stories, but they want to do something big like they did with Endgame or the Infinity War saga. So Marvel is kind of like they're kind of convincing Marvel to go and do Secret Wars now.
I mean, they should.
Hell yeah.
So do you think that they're just like essentially biding their time until they can find the right people to make
Hey,
another huge crossover event?
you know what
I
happened to
believe
Secret Wars,
So
right?
because they're supposedly the word through the grapevine is the end cutscene. Supposedly, I'm not saying this is true. This is what people are saying, but that there's a clip of Doctor Doom at the end cutscene.
Of what?
Of Black Widow?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So supposedly there's like a sneak peek of him supposedly around there, and so if that's true, then we're getting Fantastic Four, then we're getting and we're basically getting New Mutants in there. So we're getting mutants, and supposedly they don't want to bring in the X-Men and call it X-Men, so they're gonna call them mutants. That's why we're getting New
I
Mutants,
see.
because
Oh,
they want
so
to saying that X-Men is an all-inclusive title.
So it's so they're essentially say they want that movie to fail.
Indeed,
Who
right?
knows? But
They're gonna call them
they're trying
miracles.
so if they get everything aligned, then we get X-Men, then we get Fantastic Four, and we basically get the kind of like the steps into the Secret War saga.
You know what happens in Secret Wars, though, right?
Yeah, of course I do. I
It's
mean,
too
no,
much
the whole
introduced.
Your boy Spider-Man gets the symbiote.
yeah, you get symbiote.
So it's
and
actually
Doctor Doom.
this is actually coincidentally on in line to get for him to
Right.
get it.
supposedly, that's what they're saying, because the story's just becoming so popular that they're trying to introduce Null the symbiote god into the MCU.
Right, which is a problem because it's like you can't. Like it's like going from where it is, right, to where you need to be to end Secret Wars properly. There's not that much power in the MCU. Like we're talking like even if we did the Spectrum, right? Even she is like ungodly powerful. Adam
Right.
Warlock, even the Sentry, even the Gladiator, like those characters are like all like stronger than Thor, right? And Thor is arguably the strongest character in the MCU.
Right.
Not really, but yeah.
Yeah, not really.
Oh, right
but-
now he is.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, in the MCU, sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't count Doctor Strange and all the craziness he could get to, or Dormammu, obviously. But
Yep.
the thing is, it's like when you talk about characters who are always there, like Thor is probably like the benchmark, right?
Right.
And so it's like to get to the level of to end Secret Wars, you're talking about like actual gods. You're talking about
Right.
like the Living Tribunal, Galactus, all that stuff
Yeah.
comes into play.
And you're
And
also talking about the Beyonder.
Right, and exactly the Beyonders, like the Beyond universe in general.
Right.
What's his name? Franklin Richards. Like it's like
Right.
you're talking about like the Molecule Man. Like all these people are like they can blow back the entire MCU by themselves. Like
Right.
it's crazy.
And they're saying that coincidentally, and it's weird because they just came out with a storyline for Maestro. I don't know who
Maestro.
know who that character is, but that's basically the Hulk in the future of like everything went up to shit.
Dude,
And,
but then, like when you're throwing Maestro in there, you're going like far deep into lore right there.
So they kind of like are rewriting his original storyline and his new story, and the way that they're setting it up, it just seems that they're writing it for the MCU. They're not writing it for the comics' sake. So,
so they're not gonna have him come in, absorb all that radiation, and beast everyone.
No. See, now you're thinking about Immortal Hulk. Immortal Hulk can absorb. Maestro can't.
See, that's the thing.
Is it that why Maestro is so strong, so much stronger than a normal Hulk? Because he after the wasteland, he absorbed all radiation.
No, Maestro is so strong because he's basically all the culminations of Hulk put together.
Something like the Red Hulk, Gray Hulk, all that stuff.
Right. So like all his personas, all in one.
You know what's really sad about this? This is supposed to be a talk about DC. And
I know. I'm thinking about that. but then that's the problem with DC, right? They haven't given us enough lore to talk about. They wanted to pack all the lore into one freaking movie, right? The Justice League, and that's just not how you do things because you don't give people enough to talk about. Right? Right now, we have a lot to talk about in the Marvel universe because it's been paced nice and neat. DC is just we're waiting. DC universe or the DC multiverse, whatever you want to call it, is essentially like a car whose battery has run out, and you're just waiting, just like all of us are waiting for AAA to come and give us a jump.
Yeah, okay? But it really shows you, like, if you remember Apocalypse War, it was like when I saw that movie, I was just like, how. So you tell me Snyder was supposed to get from? They already did Justice League, right? They were supposed to get from Justice League 1 to introducing the Teen Titans, Trigon, Damian Wayne, all these people before what? Justice League 3?
Yeah,
4?
no.
Like it was just way too much. Yeah, it was way too much.
See, like they're holding on to hope of seeing a good movie, but you get it right. It might be a good movie, but it's no way, in shape, or form are you going to cut corners, right? I'm going to end up post Snyder. We're not going to be at the level of the Marvel universe, no matter how good it is. You know?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Well, hopefully 84, 1984 gives us something, that establishes a continuity. Because like Andres was saying, and I've heard this theory around, that here's the deal. So this theory, I think, was coined by the guys at, what's the name of this YouTube channel? New Rockstars. So they're essentially saying that Black Widow, because it happens, like, she has connection to and whatnot, right? There's connection to the PIM particles, right? Because the PIM particles are really where everything is, because everybody suspects that the tiny city that's inside the, what's it called? Inside the quantum, what's it called?
Quantum realm?
Yeah.
The quantum realm. Like the small city inside the quantum realm is actually Latveria, which is ruled by Dr. Doom. So what they're saying is that the original Ant-Man's wife, right? What's the name? Van Dyne, something like.
Yeah, some crazy
Janet
Van Dyne. So what happens is that Janet Van Dyne has new powers, and the theory that New Rockstar put out is that Janet Van Dyne actually works for Dr. Doom and has been corrupted by Dr. Doom. So Janet Van Dyne coming to this Earth is essentially going to initiate the movement to free Doom from the small city. Which is, if you go back to the comic book, one of Doctor Doom's first appearances is when he fights against the members of a small universe. So that is what they're thinking, and so just like her name is Janet Van Dyne, Victor Von Doom. So they're like, oh my god, maybe.
I think that's too much coincidence.
It's a reach. It's a reach for sure.
It's a reach. That's a long reach, but I also wouldn't. I don't think they would present Doctor Doom in that light. Like that, they're gonna sneak him in, like maybe like how they said in in Black Widow. But I feel like when they actually present Doctor Doom, I don't think it is gonna be like, not to be a pun on anything, but no small such thing, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like grand. It's gonna be big when they present him.
Because that's just Doctor Doom, right? Doctor Doom is a grand persona. It's not a.
Right.
It's not.
Well, there was rumor that they were gonna introduce them somewhat in Doctor Strange because the whole multiverse thing.
Yeah, and Doctor Doom has magical powers.
Right. His mom is stuck in Mephisto's realm.
Yeah, she was a witch. Yeah.
Mhm.
And we know so much useless stuff. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Right? And did you guys add,
Oh my god.
you cheating, bro? No, I just know all this useless shit.
I know.
Nah,
It's like,
Nah, fam, you be
Nah, you were
cheating.
googling. Yeah, you were googling. That's
Your boy
fine.
has- Boy
Yeah.
has his phone by the camera like this.
No, you're not gonna sneak that in like that. Like,
Man,
Nah,
he's doing the same
slow
thing he does
yourself
in the games that we play at the end of the game.
It's just
That is so
stupid.
fun, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
man,
honestly,
we both know that you had like a fucking screen right next to you.
Oh, yo, this is complete since we're on the Marvel topic. The Avengers game is in beta. You can play it right now on Steam.
not
Oh.
worth it.
Mhm.
Next.
Hell no.
Next.
all right.
Not
I'm gonna download that shit
bad.
so I can bash
That
it.
game,
Not with those
that game is
graphics.
not that bad. It's actually as really fun gameplay.
Yeah, we'll see.
Just go have fun with that. Then.
It's
We'll
like
see.
it's like the Lego games, right? They're fun, but they're not good.
Yeah, they're not good story wise, but they're fun to play.
Yo, Lego Batman's a good game. Stop fronting.
Nah, no.
I just don't like the fact that they don't have voiceovers. Like at that stage of Lego Batman, they go like, That's it. That's the voice acting. Whoever got paid to do that, that's a great gig.
Vin Diesel.
Been this. So let's talk about the teaser. That's
Ray sent me this earlier today. Why can't I play this video?
I saw it.
Did you guys see it?
put them on
Yeah, I saw it.
So this is essentially the Rock just saying like, hey, things are going to change. The balance of the DC universe is going to shift. Blah blah blah.
The Rock is not gonna make the DC universe any better. So
No, I think it will.
Oh.
I'm telling you, the guy has following, and following has money,
Yeah,
and
yeah, he has following, but he has made some bad movies.
So is this supposed to be like an origin movie for Black Adam?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I'm just like,
It's a movie.
yeah, 'cause I'm just like, this guy is not a good guy. But I don't understand.
Well,
Well, like
it depends,
he
right?
was good,
Depends
but then he
storyline.
just started being bad. He's like, fuck everything. So.
Yeah, because he didn't trust the wizards.
Right.
yeah.
So I
I mean, who trusts a guy who kidnaps people, right, in the middle of nowhere and just gives them stuff
Also,
for essentially free?
I mean, but if that stuff's gonna make you more powerful, like
Yeah,
that
right?
can't take it.
Sure.
I mean, now it is a very sus thing to be like, hey, today you gotta turn into a man,
my
but
God.
that is a very sus thing to say. But
Yo,
even still,
these Steam reviews for Avengers is crazy.
but yeah, like it's we'll see. We'll have to see.
See, that's the thing. For us, anything that's DC, we're just like, well, we'll have to see, because honestly, expectations are way, way low.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
You just went straight to
Alright.
dark side of God. What the hell?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna trust
I know why Andres likes Avengers. It's a loot grinder.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
a look grinder.
That's the only reason why he likes that game.
No, but
Well,
I get.
like I mentioned before, it's just like the little things that they do in that game. That's what like. It's not much.
That'll
the
make a
loot
game
that you
good.
get.
No,
I'm
but it
not
makes
saying
it.
game good. I'm saying that's what
You like it because of that.
entices me.
So you like the game.
No. I didn't say that I like because of the loot grind. I say of the little things that they did to the game, like the little details.
No, I'm not saying the loot grind.
information.
I'm saying the little. You like it because of the little details they did.
Oh yeah. I love like the little nods and shit from like the comics and what they did to the costumes and shit like that. That's what entices me to the
Hey, man, this dude did that in Batman vs Superman. That was still a bad movie.
No, but see, here's the deal. Okay, so I don't know where Josh is going with that one. So
Pretty much saying that little details don't make something good automatically.
no, but
No, you're just saying that's why he likes it.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Yeah.
So
So, like,
he says it's good because of it.
remember,
I'm not saying it's good. I never said it's good. I said that's what I like about it, but I never said that it's the best the fucking word.
I'm just busting your chops, bro.
so like I understand like what's it called? Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man for Nintendo 64, right? Oh, good game for the time. And he had this this collectible hunt, right? You had to go all around the city collecting comic books, and the comic books are actually just actual comic books that you can just like
yeah.
Right? So, and then you had the same thing in Arkham Asylum, the first one, right? You went around, you could play the story and finish it, but if you did all the Riddle challenge and all the collectibles and all the side missions, dude, you unlock a lot.
Yes.
And
it takes a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck those Riddler shit, bro.
But see, I love the Riddler shit because I'm like, dude, like when we were playing it, I remember my sister was still living with us, and we were walking. I was like, dude, what's inside that cell? Dude, that's Harley's original costume. What the hell? It's so cool. It's just there. Yeah. So I get what you're saying. The small details do kind of give you that extra burst of endorphins that are like, yeah, this is cool.
Right. Because then you look at also the lineup that Avengers game is getting. So their DC. Their heroes lineup got leaked because it got data mined through the demo. So like we're getting like all these other characters, and then you're like, and then so I started thinking, I'm like, okay, we're getting Spider-Man, we're getting Hawkman, and then we're getting all these other characters. Where I'm going, oh shit! Now what are going to be like the details with those characters?
Wait, we're getting Hawkman?
I was about to say the same thing. Crossover.
We're getting Hawkeye, we're getting Spider-Man, but we're also getting I think Ant-Man. We're getting just like a full list of it. But they basically data mine the shit out of the game.
We getting Thanos?
Yeah, some is gonna be the Beyonder is gonna be exclusive to the PC.
Yeah. You Ghost Rider Beyonders.
Hulk is gonna be exclusive to Xbox, you know.
Yeah,
that's true. They should make it that.
Already there.
All right, so they put Call of Duty Black Ops.
Yeah, so COD Blop CW.
They put a subtitle within a subtitle. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah. So they released a teaser trailer this week. We're supposed to get more information next week. I think Tuesday.
Yeah, we're supposed to get the full trailer.
So for the second time they're going back to the Cold War.
Yeah.
Who knows what's gonna tell? It just
well,
at this point.
Black Ops 1 was in what? The 70s, right? The Cold War was in like.
But it's,
it was a Cold War. It was a Cold War. Yeah.
Yeah. So does that mean that we're gonna revisit those older characters?
Maybe more likely.
I don't know.
I heard it.
It probably there's like Easter eggs, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that if they really bank into the spy game of this, make it like a kind of like a Tom Clancy,
not Call of Duty
style kind of deal. They're at least in the story mode, because between Modern Warfare and Black Ops always had a pretty good story. You know, like very few people play these games for the actual story.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think what they're gonna do is that in the story mode, you're probably gonna see like some Vietnam, like the over the top stuff that happened. You know, maybe some Vietnam war in Afghanistan, maybe when Russia went to war in Afghanistan.
Yeah. Maybe we see the Bay of Pigs.
Bay of Pigs again. They actually did that in the first one.
Yeah.
They probably just gonna do the over the top things, make some stuff up. maybe make it actually go to war for like a 5 seconds or something. Who knows? It's just another Cold War game that's Black Ops. Remember, this game was pieced together after Treyarch had to come in and save it. So this
Yeah,
actually might work
the-
well.
I think this game is gonna be hot garbage. Oh, well, I wouldn't say hot garbage. It's not gonna be that great because nothing could be worse than Ghost. So
Damn.
Ghost was really bad.
I mean, these games sell simply for the novelty, but what
Yeah.
I'm seeing is that these games are essentially for this generation, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like,
it's gonna be more colorful than normal too. Like if you could tell, it's more bright. It's not all gray like the other
But
ones.
that's mostly Treyarch's
what I'm
games.
saying is like for this generation of consoles. So this
Yeah, this is not a next gen game. This is just
yeah, so they're going to
Right.
release, and then soon after you're gonna have the new console, and what you're gonna be using that really powerful new console to play
this
not-
is most likely gonna be a cross platform game, like Black
Right.
Ops 3 was.
Right.
yeah. So like upon first release, to me, it doesn't seem like a good.
All I know
know-
is I can't wait to play it on the Switch
Oh yeah.
because this is directly for the Switch. It's not,
The Switch,
the-
where you're gonna play your favorite the
the
favorite
Switch
version, your
is
favorite
gonna
game.
carry this game to success. I don't know. Like,
It'd be funny if the Switch version sold more than all the other ones. I laugh.
They ain't gonna be
Yeah.
right?
That'd be
I
epic.
fucking laugh, yo. I
that'd
laugh.
be-
wait, is there a Switch version confirmed? I don't think so.
No.
Right? Nah.
They don't make Call of Duty for Switch.
Nah, the last Call of
Imagine
Duty
they
made on
make it for the
Nintendo
mobile
was-
device,
Wii U.
but they don't make it for the Switch at all.
Because
Exactly.
Activision don't believe in the Switch.
No.
Not for
stop
COD.
They stopped believing in Nintendo.
Well, they
one
do for
time ago.
Overwatch.
Yeah, they did. Well, that's Blizzard, but I mean, it's still Activision. They did put Overwatch. They did Crash. I think Spiral's on it too.
They're gonna do the kid games or the kid friendly games.
Yeah, Call of Duty. I don't know if they believe it will sell on the Switch because they put Black Ops 2 on the Wii U and that was a big flop. But the Wii U was a flop anyway, so
Yeah.
it might do well on the Switch. You'd be surprised.
Hey,
Oh,
the-
it might.
Yeah. But when you have like games that, so a lot of them take a lot of these games that are kind of old, right? A lot of people have played it before, they know what it's about, and I think that overall PC games have shown us that people like to play something different, right? Something new, because what is that online game that Fall Guys,
Yeah.
right? How popular is Fall Guys? And it's essentially
Super
a
popular.
very basic game.
is that the
Yep.
Sniper Brothers thing? No. Right?
That thing came out of nowhere, yo.
Yeah.
You know,
Fall Guys came out over. It became popular.
They often do though. They often do. Like you see a game just pop off, and then a random game afterwards will just pop off.
Yeah, because like there's a lot of games like that. I know there's one that's like crab battles, and it's essentially all you are is
yeah.
you're a crab fighting other crabs with like different weapons.
Yeah,
Or
well, that's the
there's-
dark side of PC gamer right there.
And there's also like marbles, right? You pick
Yeah.
one marble and then you see it move through all these things, and then your marble competes with other people's. Like, I don't know, man. Call of Duty, it's a lot of, they put a lot of work to create a very complicated game, but at the end, novelty kind of wins.
No, it's fun. It's fun. If it's not
Yeah.
fun, people don't want it. Yeah, simple. Okay, so this is KDA, which is actually pretty funny because this is League of Legends created this fake girl pop group like
Uh-huh.
years ago for the skins. They were selling the skins in the game, and so they made a song for this group, and it ended up charting #1 on billboards.
Really?
Where,
yeah,
like, worldwide or
in the
Japan?
United States.
Oh shit, no way.
Yeah, and so they actually announced to a lot of fanfare that they're gonna make another single, and it's gonna come out, I think, tomorrow.
Wait,
Yeah, and
really?
so people online are like going nuts right now for this because it's like they have actual like professional singers singing their
Your
vocals.
song. Oh wow.
But
Right?
is
So
it like Hatsune Miku? That it's just like
it's
that's
K-pop. It's K-pop.
but I mean that's a genre. But like I mean, when it comes to like the performances, is it just like the
Yeah, so-
video rendition with voiceover?
Yeah, essentially, yeah. So they had so last time when they performed for at the League of Legends Worlds,
Uh-huh.
They had 3D models, like 3D holograms, and then the singers did it. And sometimes the singers dress up as the characters and do it too. But yeah, mostly it's just a thing. So people just didn't expect it to actually blow up as big as it was. Like I said, it was just for the skins to sell these skins, and it was hilarious. So there you go. Pretty big in video games because I think it's like one of the only singles from video games that actually charted.
Yeah, I mean, you have other
Never
things
heard of
like a couple of years ago. I think I think Koji Kondo came to the U.S. with a Zelda orchestra.
Yeah.
Right? They were playing. So you do have musical. There's events where games enter the mainstream, but
Right.
very few times like this.
Yeah. Very few times they charted. I think the only game that charted music before this one was Halo 4. And that charted number 12, the soundtrack.
Wow. Skyrim didn't do it? Skyrim had a pretty good soundtrack too.
Nah, it didn't chart.
Dude, Skyrim was in my wedding, dude. Do you guys remember?
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right.
Zelda was on your wedding too.
So if you guys remember Samurai Jack,
Best show ever.
for some
One of the
reason, a
best
Samurai Jack Battle Through Time came out today. Kind of out of left field, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, they shadow dropped.
Is that the show? You talking about the show or the game?
The game.
Is it
Yeah.
the game?
Wait,
Yeah.
there was a
Yeah.
game on the
Yeah, it released today. Xbox, PlayStation, Switch,
Oh.
PC, Apple.
in the store.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Free to know.
I don't think so.
It'll be like $30 overall. I believe.
$30.
Talk about the anime of the game. It released in stores?
No, I'm talking about the game online store. my bad.
That's still a thing?
Yeah, so this game kind of came out of nowhere. I'm not gonna lie.
It looks
So we
very
got-
like Nintendo 64-ish. No, very GameCube-ish.
Yeah, it looks pretty old school. But if you look at the fire, it looks like that's kind of what they were
Did they
going
give you an
for.
extension of the story?
Yeah, the first one is like
Does it have the whole story? Or not?
I think it has its whole story.
No.
All right.
yeah.
But I don't know if was the girl he married is in there.
I'll be
No,
happy. If
Yeah, I
you
don't think it has the new arc, right? Where
Yeah.
like that last
the
arc,
last season.
I think it's
Okay.
just like a rewrite for that part. Like it's not as like deep and stuff because
Yeah.
action.
Right.
Damn. All right. I mean, I don't think any of these like Cartoon Network based games are going to, be a big draw. Like, if they were to put Samurai Jack's story in a game with like Tomb Raiders type of art direction, then I can definitely see it succeeding.
Oh
because
yeah,
like,
of course.
because it's a really good story. But then if you keep everything like this, then
It's not gonna be good.
yeah. But again, I don't know if this is still owned by Cartoon Network.
Oh, Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
still by Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Cartoon
Yeah,
Network
yeah.
is never going to let it change.
Of course. I mean, as long as it keeps winning awards, they're gonna make it case stay the same.
They're just gonna milk it.
And they
Yep.
treated it so bad too.
Oh.
Terrible.
Well, it took like what 10 years before we got the finale.
Yeah.
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 Like
That's
Tarkovsky came up with another TV show, Symbionic Titan,
yeah.
right? Made
Great
one
show.
Yeah.
season, and they canceled it, and then he had to come up with something even better. And we talked about this earlier. He also worked on the caveman kind of field type of show. It was about a caveman. I don't know what it was called, or like prehistoric, was it? Something like that. But it never came out. I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah.
Primeval, that's what it was called. Anyways, so this slide is here.
All right.
Why?
The only reason I put that there is for some numbers, guys. It's time for some numbers.
Tell me.
All right. So it is ever going console war, which are also.
Now you can't call Microsoft. They're about software now.
But I thought
Yeah,
it was just
exclusives.
PS5 through and through a bit. Like the Sony just won the console war.
No.
No.
Okay, maybe if you want to see it that way. But the thing is, so right now, the Switch is just killing it. Now, obviously, PlayStation 5 and Series X are about to come out. So it's possible people stop buying it. But the Switch is selling like 400,000 copies a week. Copies. 400,000 units
That's-
a week. And in 3 years, they already hit about 63 million units. It has been 3 years,
Yeah.
which is really good,
Pretty good.
considering that Xbox One is only at 48 million.
Yo, they passed the Xbox double. Like,
This is what I
And
hate
then-
about this is what I hate about Nintendo, man. They capitalize on that nostalgia game thing, and I know people who haven't played the last games because they've been busy doing other shit. They like obviously COVID-19 hit. It was like fuck it, I got time. Why not just buy a Switch and go back to feeling like I was a kid before?
But I think the smart thing with the Switch and the smart thing with Nintendo is that um they don't take losses on their consoles, and so they can make them
Right.
super cheap. Yeah, they don't have the best like hard graphics and stuff, but because they can make it so cheap, if you had to make an on-the-fly purchase, what are you gonna make? $600 to $300, probably $300.
well, they were selling the Wii U at a loss at first.
Yeah, at first.
See, like,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I feel like the Nintendo. Sorry, I feel Nintendo is not afraid of like taking an L, right? At all. Like if you remember Nintendo Labo, they were.
Yeah.
It was a joke to the gaming community, quite literally a joke. No one took that shit seriously,
Yep.
but except for Nintendo. Nintendo was like, "Yeah, man, we'll promote this shit. We'll make commercials. We will advertise it. We will like send it out to reviewers. So like if it was a serious game, like it was gonna change the world. They truly believe it."
Yeah, I mean, and another thing about the Switch too is that when it hit COVID-19 hit, right? A lot of people had to do exercise inside. There's only one video game console that actually lets you move like that indoors,
Right.
and that's the Switch. Like, it's not gonna be PlayStation or Xbox.
Bro, buying that game you have is like buying a treadmill like I did. I only use it like once or twice and never use it again.
Okay, maybe that's what you do, but
This is true. How many times you play the game?
Yo, bro, you gotta.
Dude,
How many
you know
times
how
you use your
many-
treadmill?
I'm at the end of the game, bro.
Live,
Right.
yeah.
And then on top of that, they came out with where you don't even have to play the game. You can do the exercises. That's
Right.
not even a part of the story mode. So
Right,
you
and
can do the exercises by yourself.
Not even just that, you can play Mario Tennis, right? You can,
Right.
or what I do, like you could do the boxing thing, or you could do Zumba.
Right.
Like there's a lot of games out there that allows you to move and exercise indoors, where you can't get that with PlayStation Xbox. I think what Nintendo did was they positioned themselves as the alternative. Like if you want a generic console experience, you get a PlayStation or Xbox. If you want something different, you get the Switch.
Yeah.
Just that's
Right. And they're
Oh.
about to increase their numbers like tenfold because they're about to release the Switch for the first time in Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on top of that, so you have the PlayStation 4. Now, the PlayStation 4 is going to be what? The third best-selling console of all time? Because it just hit 113 million units. So
Right.
it actually outsold the Wii. It's only being beaten by the 3DS and the PlayStation 2 now. Oh, and I think the PlayStation 1 as well. My bad. So it'll be the fourth right now.
Right.
Damn.
So yeah, so that's, and the 3DS is actually still selling. So it's funny.
But see,
As
that's
crazy
It's
as that.
really, yeah.
the thing is that the 3DS has if you consider game libraries, right? The 3DS has like amazing game library because you can play things from SNES, from NES, from almost even the 64, if I want to say.
Yeah.
And all of these games are relatively easy to get and they're relatively cheap, right?
Yeah.
On the secondary market because they made so many of them. Like you can play Yoshi's Story, like the original one that we just ranked at the beginning of this episode in the 3DS. Why? Because it has backward compatibility. It's a really conventional console. It makes sense to buy it if you just want a game on the go, something classic.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like I said, the 3DS game library is probably the best one out of all this console I just said. I have to be honest. It has so much variety, it's ridiculous.
They didn't just stop making 3DS games a while ago.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
We
Kinda
can still
blind,
play
they be like-
dogs.
They'll be lying. They're
I
like,
hate,
the Switch is not going to replace the 3DS. Sure.
sure.
Well, so long as you keep all the good games locked, yeah, it's not gonna surpass it.
Right.
I just hate the fact that Nintendo's trying the least and they're being very
They're-
successful.
they're not trying to least, right?
They
Like,
they
They take
Nintendo is
me
the
out
most
with new games,
innovative
yeah.
out
I'm
of
talking
all
about
of
the
them,
games in general.
besides Microsoft maybe.
Well, I mean, they
Well-
do repeat these games. It's pretty much the same games over and over again. So
yeah, I
Yeah,
do
but-
agree. I agree with the fact that it gets stale, right? And it gets annoying that you have all these great titles that you want to play, but you can't because they're not working on them.
Like, there's
Right.
nothing exciting about the Switch. Like, what, you gonna play Smash Brothers? That's about it. What? Animal Crossing?
62. Well, about
Another
63
Mario
million
game?
people disagree with you, Ray.
Yeah, because they
Yep.
coming back. They're coming back. A lot of people just left, and they're stuck at home doing COVID. I mean,
But see, but that's what I'm
COVID.
saying, right? Because
And-
like, what's stopping them from gaming on their phone or buying a
Bro,
PlayStation,
bro,
Xbox,
are you,
well, you
did
know
you
what?
seriously say
You know what?
gaming
You're
on your
wrong,
phone?
Ray. You know
Or
what? You're wrong,
PC.
because before COVID, it already had sold what 40 million.
about 50 million?
Yeah. So shut up.
Yeah, a lot of people
Wow.
didn't play video games. They just came back. Well, Nintendo's.
No, but what the question
nostalgia.
is, why would they choose Nintendo over any
Instead
other
of-
platform?
Yeah, because like
yeah.
some people left the era where like Xbox 360 was peaking. Like our cousins, right? Like Chibi, my Max, Chibi, and
Yeah,
Victor. They
Victor.
left once 360 picked, and after that, they bought the next generation of consoles, but they never touched them again more than just to play a fucking Blu-ray.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
that's what I'm saying. Like, but I mean, yeah, why we're gonna go back and play Call of Duty?
Like, look, I think that as gamers, we like the idea of gaming, right? And I was thinking about this earlier. Like, for example, I have the Switch. Do I use it every day? Absolutely not. I only use it mostly when I'm playing games with you guys. And if there's a Pokemon game, I'll play it until I finish it, and then I'll just leave it, right? But there comes a time where you're like, hey, you know what? I'm comfortable with the games I've played, and I know that there's a lot of things that are out there that are amazing, but I'm comfortable not playing them, right? So a lot of people they buy the new console because they feel like having it connects them to the world, because they have the possibility that, hey, you know what? I can still play it if I want to, but will they? Nah.
I mean, and it's like some games just satisfy the itch. As I said, like sometimes, like me for example, right? I play this is probably the most infamous story, but I played Persona 5 like 2 years ago, and that game took me playing 8 hours a day for like 10 days to beat it, and after that, I didn't feel like playing any game at all. Like I just didn't feel like it. One, because it was long, and two, because it just satisfied the itch. So just like, I guess that's what it comes down to too. Like if someone wants to play something quick, you play it quick and then you move on.
Yeah. Like, there's a couple of games that I just want to experience. I don't want to get good at them or anything. Like the Dragon Ball Z Fighter game, the one that is like just like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 or 2,
Right.
Fighters. Yeah.
right? Yeah. That shit is amazing. It looks cool. Like, I want to play that game even if I don't become a fiend at it, Another one, Skullgirls.
That's a great game too.
It's a great game. All this, the Street Fighters, Mortal Kombat. The Mortal Kombat is fun as hell, right? And I really want to play that game. And I don't need to sit down for like 3 days straight. Like, I'm not gonna pick up like League of Legends or StarCraft and sit down for like hours until I literally die, right?
All right.
It's
Yeah, I mean that's
satisfying.
how same thing like when like kind of like Josh or Ken comes over to my house, and they're like, all right, let's play Smash, and then when we're like, all right, let's play Mortal Kombat, all right, and they're like, oh, you know what? Take out your PlayStation 3 and let's play MVC 2. Like,
Or
You know,
pull out
there's
the
shit that
64 and let's play
don't have
Play
to-
Fighters.
but like like shit like that where you just like I don't necessarily need to spend 8 hours on this game. I can
Yeah.
spend like an hour or two. All right, let's try another game and play that. Like sometimes people's have really short attention spans and they don't necessarily want to stay on one game for like hours. They want to like go on to the next one. And sometimes some people are bandwagons too. Like they'll play a game and when the new one comes out, oh, I gotta play the new game, because it's the hype.
Or
like
they
how
won't
everybody
even play the first game.
Right, but like how people like are jumped on Fall Guys. Like, oh, I gotta play this game because everybody's playing this game. Like, I still haven't played that
But
game.
it's the
Like,
fact
it doesn't
that-
entice-
It's the fact that you can play the Switch anywhere, or you can take it anywhere.
No, I
Add
think
some
Right.
value to it right now.
Yeah, but I think it's like what Max said. It's like when you see the game and you see everyone see it like popping, you say, "Hey, I'm interested in that game." But then, like in theory, but then as soon as you get it, you're like, "Oh, okay, it's okay." Like I'm not really
Yeah.
interested.
Now, to touch upon that feature, all of us, where is the weirdest place or the most unlikely, really? It doesn't have to be like strange or weird or illegal, right? Where's the weirdest place there that you actually took your Switch and just played?
I don't know.
Nobody
Has
else.
it even left your house at all?
Who's taking
Yeah.
who played the Switch while taking a dump?
Okay, I mean
No.
that.
I
Nah,
haven't, but
nah.
who has?
That's a given though. Like,
I mean, people used to do that shit with the portable DVD players, bro. Like I remember
That's true, yeah.
I remember my cousin was just like he got a portable DVD player so he can like go from his room to the bathroom with the movie without stopping.
I remember doing that with like my Game Boy, like the original Game Boy, because of Pokemon. Like when that game first came out, I was fiending on that game like
definitely.
every day. And even when I couldn't play at night, I would have the fucking warm light fucking take it
Yep.
with me to the fucking bathroom, so my mom didn't know that I was taking the fucking Game Boy with me and shit.
There when remember Sun and Moon. The one good thing about Sun and Moon was the call chain for shiny hunting, right? Like you can weaken a Pokemon, it will call and call and call until a shiny arose. There was one day I played literally for 24 hours, right? Like when I got up, I turned it on, I started shiny hunting. I went to work, I went to do shopping, I cooked, I did everything at home while I was shiny hunting.
But you didn't drive.
Wow.
Right?
No, obviously. I mean, that's why the good thing about the 2DS is that you can put it in sleep mode, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's not like I was constantly on it, but like every time I was just like, oh my god, break time, doing like 6 chains and then put it back.
Yeah,
But again, the Switch, where have you taken it?
the 2DS is amazing. Bro, I barely take out the Switch from the freaking portable thing that we have in our fucking storage.
Yeah, I think the worst I've
So-
taken is like maybe work a couple times. Probably like the furthest I've taken it. I've never really taken it.
I just think,
So,
you know what
My
I've
wife
done?
and I-
Uh-huh.
My wife and I took it on our vacation last year, and I gotta say, when it comes to like the airport, awesome, dude. Like we on our way back from Florida to here, they ended up changing our flight from 8 a.m. to like 3 in the afternoon, dude. So we were stuck in the
Right.
in the freaking airport all day, and we had the Switch with Mario Kart and 2 driving wheels. It was awesome. There was a guy who actually came in and joined us and played.
Oh.
So it
Yeah,
actually
that's
does
cool.
work.
What,
The weirdest
Uh-huh.
place that I took the Switch was at Disneyland. Like
Oh.
I knew we were gonna be on fucking lines and shit, especially for the Star Wars ride. And as soon as we were in the fucking ride, I was like, I know we're gonna be here for fucking hours. And so like I took out the Switch and started playing Smash and people were just like looking at us like it was like fucking fight night and shit. Like, just like grouping around us and shit.
Yeah, so it does work. The feature does work, but you have to go places, you know.
Right.
And it's
I like
usually
road trips and stuff. Yeah.
it's usually places where you would have to make a long way. Like you're, let's say that you want to camp out for a concert, right? You wouldn't do that now because of COVID, but yeah, you could bring it in and keep it there. Like I can see a lot of people actually using it for that reason.
Oh, that's right. We actually took it to San Diego Comic Con that one time. A Switch.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah.
There you go. It has value.
We take it on the go.
Yeah.
When we go on
Yeah.
road trips, we'll play in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you
Oh
take.
yeah,
it for.
that's right. That's right.
See, okay, so it just
I mean,
takes a little bit of time.
portability is great, but just wait till you could play xCloud on your 5G phone, boys.
oh my god.
I'm gonna have to get a 5G phone before that.
Right. Yeah, that's either not gonna be cheap.
Well,
right now.
and does any of you have a 5G phone already, Kenneth?
I'm thinking
Nah.
about getting one.
But what's the
Next
whole
you'll
deal
have
about it? I don't think it's 5G even like.
5G.
Hell yeah.
is
No, no,
way-
I never said it's good. I'm just saying, is it everywhere? Is it available everywhere right now?
No,
Not everywhere now.
So
There's
I don't
gonna
think,
be a
I think it's
time where-
useless.
There's gonna be a time where 5G means that you're gonna spend $5,000 on the fucking game.
Oh, God.
Anyhow,
What's next?
Yeah. So Right, before we talk about this, I know Andres wants to say something. There are two other pieces of news that I want to toss in here that's not worth its own slide. One, the Xbox UI, they revealed it. It looks pretty awesome. It's pretty responsive. It's gonna be on their phone. It's gonna be on everything. Check that out. And then Epic and Apple continue their war. You can actually read the email that they sent back and forth to each other now that they're actually going to court.
They're like, yo, fuck
yeah.
you. No, fuck you. No, fuck you. No, fuck you.
And so they just wanted to toss those two things in. And so going to this game is called Black Myth Wukong. It's by a Chinese game studio, Game Science Studio, and this is going to be on PlayStation, Xbox. It's going to be on all the consoles except the Switch, and it's going to be on PC. They just randomly dropped the trailer this morning. It was the craziest thing ever. And this is looking to be the first AAA game out of China. So,
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool. I love the art.
The art
It looks-
design, the art design.
right, it's the gameplay looks pretty sick too. It's a martial arts gameplay style, really high fidelity frames and stuff. The trailer was awesome. It's a 13-minute trailer of straight gameplay. I think it's straight fire. It looked like it's gonna be a really good game, taking the internet by storm. Check out that trailer. It's amazing. Now I'm gonna let Andres do his thing.
Okay. Well, does anyone else have to say anything about this game before I go on a rant? On
You know
this
what?
game?
You should just put a
I
trailer.
haven't- I haven't seen the trailer.
Who's
so I
the
don't
who's the
really
church
know.
of the slide? Who's the church of the slide?
Andres?
I did. I put it there.
Okay,
Yeah,
just put
Andres
the
has a lot of things to say, though.
put the game.
Well, I didn't want to put the trailer because the trailer's 13 minutes long.
No, but
Right.
we can put it in the background to talk. Whatever.
Well,
Okay.
You can put it right if you want. Just put it on mute.
Okay.
Okay, Andres.
And reverse
You
it.
ready?
Okay, ready. Okay, so
TikTok.
I saw this game trailer yesterday because it released yesterday, and the only way, because I've been working like crazy, and the only way I knew about this trailer is because they sent it to me. Someone, people know that I like this story, and I like the Monkey King and all that, and then
Right.
so they sent me this. They're like, you gotta check this trailer out. So I looked at it while I was on my lunch break, and I'm like, what the fuck? But then I started looking at people's reactions towards like gamers or people, YouTubers or whatnot, looking at this, and every single person, except for like maybe one person, but he still was like getting it wrong. And it's cool because I see new people kind of like getting turned on to this. But the thing is, a lot of people were like saying some weird ass stuff about the game that I was just like, holy shit, people don't know nothing about this character or about the the
mythology.
story or to the West alone, right? I saw everyone getting it wrong, like on like every aspect of like what this is about. And so, hold on, just so people don't discredit me. So I have a 6-book volume
Holy
of Journey
cow.
to the West.
Yeah. it's
What
Jack
doesn't
Black.
this man? This man has a library in his fucking house.
Bruh.
I mean, you can go
This
see
is-
the movie
this-
too.
Right. Well, no, see, that's the thing, and that's what I kind of want to touch upon, right? Because, like, this book, like, it's a straight translation. It has from, like, Chinese to English, right? On each page. So it's like a one-for-one translation of what the book is. And
Right.
so the thing is, this game and what we're seeing, it's not how, like, the book starts, because I don't think they have fucking time to, like, really delve into that. Maybe they'll like show a scene of it, but this is more like him in the middle of what the story is about. Like he already has his powers, he already like knows like certain abilities and shit like that. Like it's already been confirmed that that in the whole game he's gonna know 72 abilities, but in
Damn.
the book he knows 72 transformations. So they just kind of changed what that story aspect is. So when they say transformations, he can change from objects to humans to animals to gods and whatnot. But And there's like certain things that they do really well in this fucking game, where like he gets his pole, his staff or his pole, whatever you want
Right.
to call it, and
Stuff.
he puts it in his ear because that's actually what happens in the book. For him to like hide that shit, he makes it as small as a needle, and he puts it in his ear to hide it. Because he got that weapon from a water palace. Like he got it from like all these emperor dragons. And so he got this weapon by like basically like fucking around and like cheating, and that's how he got the weapon. And that's mostly like his whole life. He's like really mischievous. He like tricks people and shit like that. But he's also what a lot of people don't know is like a lot. He's like all over media. Every anime is like inspired by this story.
I mean,
Like,
Goku is
and
inspired by this guy, right?
Right,
Yeah.
like Goku, Dragon Ball, just Dragon Ball alone, the first Dragon Ball is inspired by Journey to the West. That's what it is.
Oh,
Like him flying on the Nimbus Cloud, that's Monkey King.
Monkey King.
Him having the staff pole, that's Monkey King. Him having the monkey tail and him turning into an actual ape, that's also Monkey King. Monkey King turns into an Uzuru, and so also but like I'm saying, this is the middle part. He already has his powers.
Yeah.
He already went to the Buddhist temple where like he was taught like how to do all the abilities. What a lot of people don't know also about that story is that he left mid training. Like he was just like, you know what, fuck all this shit. And then he went to the Jade Palace, and then he learned about like godhood and stuff like that. But basically, this character is like an immortal. Like no one can kill him. And the only way that this fool ever was like
Dude, that looks
taken down a notch was by the Buddhists, like by Buddha himself, and that was only because he tricked him. But other than that, like, there's nobody could destroy this character. He's like gods of gods, like not even the Jade Emperor, who's like the goddess of China, especially, could take this fool down. That's how strong and powerful this character is. But a
He's
lot
like
of people were just
the
like,
OG God of War.
right. He is the OG God of War.
Ooh.
And so it's just that I heard a lot of people like, "Oh, what is he doing?" Oh, and they didn't notice that when he defeated the first guy with the staff with the fire. I heard a lot of like people were like, "Oh, he got a new he could change into this guy now." Oh, what? He's like a doper thing. But what they didn't know is that was the original guy. He took a staff, and because of his abilities, he can now transform into him now, because that's what he does. Like that too, where he does the copies. That's also in the books too. Like all those things that he can do and magic and all that, those are things that he learned from a Buddhist temple, from a monk. And then just all these aspects that they do in the game, it's crazy and it's dope. Also, when he gets stopped by like an armored version of the Monkey King, that's actually him in the future. That's not him like, oh, like some people were saying, oh man, oh shit, there's another monkey guy, or there's like a twin, or he has an older brother. Like I was like, no, this is like shit that's happening in his mind, like, or that's like showing you like what he's going to become in the future. And that's why they show you like where he's in the clouds, on top of the clouds. It'll show you like in the gameplay, and he has the huge staff, and he's kind of like Dynasty Warriors, right? Where he's just like hitting a huge ass mob on top of the clouds. That's him actually in the Jade Palace, fighting off the army of the Jade Empire. And so like, and that's him already attaining all the magic powers. Him being the Monkey King on top of heaven, on top of the mountain. He gave himself like all these crazy ass titles. And then but like, yeah, like this, that's him basically fighting like the Jade Emperor, and him already like in the future. And so like they kind of tell you like, oh, you're going to start from like, I think like this middle area is where he has his property or his domain, because each like in the like that forest there's warlords. And so like there's a pig warlord, There's a monkey warlord, which is himself. There's another warlord, and each one is like an animal, and they represent like the warlord of the river, or the warlord of the mountain, or the warlord of whatever. And so this is probably what this is entails, but they don't show us like him in his own like area where like he's like there's other monkeys and like they think of him like as a god. But this is more like him going up to and finding out about like godhood and being like able to like attain godhood by eating like the peach and stuff like that from the garden. And so this is kind of like the middle area. And I don't think who knows, but maybe we'll end it with
essentially
Sabuda.
what they did was they story wise, right? They went the Star Wars route, right? Because if you think about George Lucas, when he's conceived the concept of Star Wars, he didn't start with Darth Vader. So like Darth Vader was essentially the midpoint, right? But it was the most interesting point, right? Because he knew that essentially that was going to be a big grab and people were going to gravitate towards the character instead of gravitating to small Anakin, right? Anakin has always been the pivotal character, but child Anakin is not as interesting as Darth Vader. So I get what they're coming from, and I'm just worried that because they're starting at this point, they're not going to do a good job at educating the players.
But that's the thing, right? Because Journey to the West is a pretty big epic. Like it's not like something you could just do in probably one game, unless that game is really long. And so it's like, I think what they did was they took the parts that would be the most interesting. Because you could make like a 10, 20-hour segment of him like building himself up to where he is now. But the question is, how many people are going to get through it? Like a perfect example is like Red Dead Redemption 2, right? The beginning is super slow. I couldn't get past the beginning. I'm sorry. Right? The beginning is super slow. And then I'm like, I'm not going to finish this game. The beginning is boring. I don't like it. So how many people are just like me who are just like, hey, screw the first 5-10 hours of super long gameplay. I want to just skip to where he knows a decent amount. And besides, this is a trailer, so maybe it is in there, but who knows?
I feel like they should go about it like the way of like God of War, right? Where they presented you the beginning, they presented you the middle, and then the end. I mean, there's those spin-offs and those side games where like PSP, right? And they like introduce Kratos' brother and shit like that, whatever. But that doesn't really matter, right? What matters is like those like main entry games. And I feel like that's how they should have done, but like they're kind of landing you in the middle of it all, as far as we know, right? I don't know if they will start where like he's born by like a stone egg and it cracks and he becomes a monkey who like gets intelligence and shit like that. I doubt it. We'll probably like hear like a little summary of it from the beginning of the game, but like they're just kind of like throwing you in the middle of it, and so I don't know. I know that it's gonna entice a lot of people because it's funny. It looks like the next gen game. This is probably the most next gen game that we've seen so far, and it isn't even done on Unreal 5. It's done in Unreal 4.
It just goes to show you that storytelling is what really matters.
Well, but Unreal 4 gets updated on the fucking daily.
Right. But like, you know how people are like, there's already games that is being used with the Unreal 5 engine, right?
Yeah.
And it just goes to show that like, we could have got like, and it's been in production for 2 years now. Like,
to be fair though, like Unreal 5 is amazing. Unreal 4 is amazing too. But to make a game look great, it's not really the engine, it's how you build the assets.
Right. And that's exactly my point. This game has one word going for it, and it has ambition.
Yeah.
This game is super ambitious. And the thing is with this game is that these guys who are working on it actually left Tencent. So these were all people that used to work at Tencent, and they didn't feel like they had like creative like freedom, and so they left Tencent and made their own company. And so this is like a company that has just free reign. This is a company that's like, this is what we wanted to do.
Right. But see, that's the thing, isn't going back to the original discussion, isn't Journey to the West like the story of the Monkey King's whole life, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
it's you can't fit that in one game, man.
Nah, but you know what? I've seen a lot of depictions of like movies to TV shows to like even like graphic novels and shit like that of the Monkey King.
Yeah.
And this by far has him like of the things that he can do, and maybe story wise, like as far as I've seen, like to the dot.
But that's what I'm saying, because how many of those TV shows and movies actually came from China? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, there's a lot. There's quite a few of them. And if you look at the original movies, I mean, you can go through it, but it wasn't true to the story because you can't condense that whole story into 50 minutes or 45 minutes from like those original movies.
Right. Yeah, because so it's like a normal thing, and I know Chinese, even sometimes Indian culture, where because like it's like what Max was saying, it's like it's gonna be hard to educate the player because it's like each move that the Monkey King makes in Journey of the West, it's like teaching him another slice of wisdom that he can use for his life.
Right.
And so to accurately convey all of the wisdom that he gains over his lifetime based on the action that he chooses, and a game that's gonna be like maybe 10 to 15 hours long, maybe if we're lucky, maybe 50 hours long if it wants to be. I don't think that's gonna happen because he would have to like make the choice then learn the lesson.
Right. I mean, this company doesn't have a publisher, so after yesterday and today, I feel like there's a lot of companies that are like eyeing this game now. I feel like Sony's gonna be the one that's gonna gun it and try to be a publisher.
Because when the developer actually came out today, or maybe it was yesterday, and when he saw all the when they saw the positive reception, they were surprised, right? Of course, they didn't think like, oh, like these guys, like they love this stuff, and we haven't even really gave them the game yet. The only time will tell, man.
Yeah, I mean, I know this game is not going to come out this year or next year. I think this game we're going to see it maybe until 2023.
Yeah.
Really? Damn.
Either way, if you haven't read Journey to the West, like I've never read the full version.
Me neither.
But if you haven't read Journey to the West, you should probably read it. It's a pretty good story.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on this rendition of basically this is like the true story of the 6-book collection that I have. I'm barely like halfway on the first book. I still need to get through.
Yeah, those books are fat. Those books are fat too.
Right.
Are they worth the Harry Potter books?
Yeah, of course. Harry Potter is fiction. This is fiction too, but
fiction too.
It's like the first Harry Potter books vary in size. Like I think Goblins of Fire was the biggest one. Yeah. Now imagine a Goblins of Fire 6 times.
Oh damn!
No, I think definitely Hallows is the thickest one.
Is it?
Yes.
Hallows.
Okay.
Yeah, but this book is actually the story predates the Bible. Like it's one of the oldest written stories in history of the world.
Yeah.
It's definitely something that you need to check out. I mean, because a lot of the media that gamers are exposed to are actually rooted, like Andre said earlier, on that, right?
A lot of Asian media, yeah.
Yeah, so and we already saw like the parallels too. Like, there's a little bit of that in Samurai Jack. It's a little bit of that in God of War. It's a very popular story and it's stuck around for this long for a reason. Right.
Yeah, I mean, that character is even sprinkled in a lot of titles too. I mean, it's in MVC2, it's in League of Legends, it's in Smite. It's like I can keep going on. This character's like had so many renditions in so many different games. It's not even funny. So this character is like very deeply rooted in gaming, history. and gaming till this day. It's just a lot of people don't really know much of that character, like in reality. I mean, YouTube alone just proved me right on that aspect that people do not know what this character is really all about.
So you're not gonna be enjoying when people stream this game, right?
It's not. I don't get annoyed or mad or anything about it. If anything, it's dope because this is it's one of my favorite stories ever. Like if you were telling me what's my favorite book or story is Journey to the West, but like it's dope because you're putting a light on something that a lot of people don't know about. So like it's cool,
right?
Like it gets a spotlight on it.
Where's Ruben? I haven't heard from Ruben in a long time.
Here, listen to Andrew's story.
Do we need to put the Ruben is sleep slide?
Ruben is a myth.
No.
All right. No. Okay, cool. So a lot of these things we already talked about, right? The Snyder's Cut that we're kind of over it. WW84 coming back next year. Delayed.
Oh, there's gonna be a trailer for that tomorrow. Yeah.
A trailer for what?
Wonder Woman 1984.
But haven't we seen trailer already?
It's Snyder Cuts.
Now we've seen clips of it.
We're gonna see new trailers, yeah.
Yeah, but it still says only theaters though. So
yeah, and the reason I put the map of the multiverse is because I wanted to say that Ezra Miller's Flash, right?
Oh, that's right.
It's gonna Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck. They're gonna be playing Batman because they're gonna introduce the DC multiverse. And I put this
earlier.
Yeah, and I put this because this is how complex the DC multiverse is. Now, this is what DC has. This is what I think DC has over Marvel is that they actually fleshed out their multiverse. Marvel doesn't have as much of a fleshed out multiverse as DC does.
I mean, DC Comics has been doing it for a long time, and I think that's one of the things that they're careful. Like, if you begin with Crisis of different, correct me if I'm wrong, Crisis of multiple Earth or like different Earths?
On Infinite Earth, yeah.
Infinite Earth, yeah. Like that one, they start you up with the whole like, okay, this is the layout. Okay, this is what's happening. Okay. So right now they have a really strong foundation, and they can branch and add things like the Metal series on the Batman world. Right now, there's negative worlds. Right, Batman from Earth -33 or negative blah blah, where everybody's like just flip flopped.
Right, and so that was the one thing I think I did like about DC is that they include the writers, and they include the piece of paper as a part of the multiverse. So it's like they do like fourth dimension things sometimes. Like I don't know if you guys know what the Presence is. Yeah. So the Presence is like the dad of Lucifer and Michael. He's God, but not really, because even he says like in the comic books, he says, "Yeah, I'm the most powerful here, but I'm shaped by more powerful beings." He's talking about the writer.
The writer.
Yes.
And then and then Overvoid, the white part, the Overvoid is the piece of paper that they're drawing on. So they acknowledge it as a part of the DC universe, which I think was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the source wall, for example, it's like the edge of the paper. Like when you think about the edge of the universe, it's like for them, they really don't mind saying like, hey, there's a penciler, and the penciler is the one that's in charge of everything.
Right. So they're gonna introduce the multiverse.
And
nice
Wonder Woman, right?
No, in Flash.
In Flash? Oh, Flashpoint, right?
Maybe. I think so.
I think it's Flashpoint. Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be. If they're using Flash as essentially the key to travel from one Earth to the other, comic books.
They use Flash for everything, bro. Introduce this, introduce that. Oh, we fucked up. We can rewrite that. It's all good.
I'm telling you, the Speed Force is the biggest Deus Machina in DC Comics.
Oh yeah. Just freedom to do whatever you want.
Yeah, just like, fuck up, whatever, erase it, come back.
Go back, yeah.
Well, what I want to know is how they're gonna fix up their fuck up, because technically they messed up, right? By making the Arrowverse a part of the DCEU, right?
And they just had their own crisis on everything.
And they had their own crisis, making the Arrowverse Prime. So it's like what?
Right. Because no Anti-Monitor is the Anti-Monitor,
Yeah.
and they destroyed pretty much every other timeline in the universe. So
Well, technically, they didn't destroy the antimatter. They just made him super small.
yeah.
So if they wanted to, they could be like, "Oh, they never killed him, so he's back."
Well, they could create a new one, right?
Oh, but did you guys see the new? I mean, you guys see when Batman sat in the Mobius chair? Apparently, it's the Anti-Monitor
yeah.
that created the Mobius chair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
I'm telling you that DC Comics has ammo. Like if you look at their comic books, they are super cool. Like I know Hawkman, for example, right now has a great storyline. Hopefully,
Yeah.
it keeps
No,
going.
It's getting canceled.
They canceled it.
Yeah, it's getting canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything. Like they're just gonna cancel everything but Batman Metal.
They better not cancel that.
That one and anything that has to do with Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's both popular character out of nowhere.
yeah, because
yeah,
like
that one and the Joker Wars, right? With Punchline and the Joker killing.
Yeah, that's
No,
what I. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah, but that's what
No,
I said
just-
about DC comic books is that when it comes to female characters, they have way better female characters than Marvel.
Yeah.
But they don't. Their movies suck.
The great thing is that
Yeah.
DC has the potential to destroy Marvel, but they don't know what the fuck they want to do.
I mean, and you can see that potential with their animation line.
Oh,
Like,
definitely.
yeah,
Great
They're
Yeah,
animated
just look at
stuff.
Apocalypse War, fam. That movie was amazing.
Definitely.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
their animated films and animated series are amazing, but when they come to films, like actual film, like they fall short.
Even
dropped
like
the ball.
even on TV, like they're doing pretty good on TV right now.
Right.
But it's just big screen. It's just like
yeah, I feel that that's more of like the Berlanti like influence than DC influence, because of that were the case, they were smart. They would take Berlantis and put them into the movie universe. They don't want to do that.
nope.
Oh.
Like honestly, I think any dedicated DC fan can say, okay, we know where to start. Like for example, between all of us, we can create a good DCU layout. Like we can map it out the way that Kevin Feige maps all of his movies. I'm sure, like, and I'm pretty sure we can do it in another podcast, right? We can do it next week if you guys like. We can sit down and let's like brainstorm 5 movies to connect everything. How would you guys start it? Where would it go? What would be the main plot line? And where would it end? And how would it connect to the future? Right? It's really relatively easy to think about where things were going, like who the big bad's gonna be, right?
Yo, off topic, but when the fuck did Battletoads come out?
Today,
Oh, like
Today.
Today, yeah.
Wow, I didn't even fucking know that.
Yeah,
we
it's
talked
already
about last
getting
week.
roasted.
Yeah, but I forgot. That's how much I care about that game.
Yeah,
Uh,
that game is getting roasted because it doesn't have online co-op.
Wow.
Lucifer for Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah.
so Lucifer. I see. Moving on, right from DC, we're gonna see a lot of DC
Moving
fandom,
on.
right? This weekend. So let's take our notes and let's come back and reconvene on the next podcast. But today, let's talk about Lucifer. I have never seen the show, by the way.
Yeah.
you
well,
need to.
well, this is a
Boy.
part of,
Yo,
Dude, it's a
you
blast.
need
You have to watch
You're
this.
missing
Like,
out, Max.
this is a comic book show. Okay,
This movie is.
really
I mean,
good.
movie. This show is great, man.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Me and Josh talk about this show nonstop when the new season whenever it comes on.
You have to catch up the first 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Though.
I only
I
seen a
actually
few
binge
episodes.
watched this series. Like, I rewatched it before even starting the new season.
The new season. Yeah, you have to rewatch it.
Great.
to
yeah.
catch
So
up
now
with-
they're on what, season 5, right?
Yeah, that's
Season
Yeah.
5.
Season
Yeah.
5.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
season
Yeah.
5.
Are they
part
all-
one.
Well, to be
on
fair,
Netflix?
the first season is 13 episodes. Second season, I think it's like no, I think that's like 16, 15.
Yeah.
And then
Yes,
third
yeah.
season is like 26 episodes.
Yo, which one's
Right.
Lucifer when he come back? He come back to hell. Hey, he has
That's
to go
season
back to hell.
4.
And
Season
then
four.
season 4.
Yeah.
And season 4 only has about 10 episodes. I think 8-10 episodes.
Yeah.
It's on
Oh,
Netflix.
so it's really short. Okay.
Yeah, this one has 16, but it's split into 2 parts.
Yeah. So the 8 episodes were released today, and the other is gonna be released in like October, November.
I
Now-
hate that.
which comic book is this based on?
It's based on Lucifer.
Hellraiser.
Oh, Hellraiser.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's
And he started on
it,
that phase.
Lucifer has
Right.
his own comic line.
Right. This
Indie
show is
title,
kind of
right?
it's kind of his own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just waiting for like okay, so like Lucifer's dope. 5 seasons, it's commendable. Like shit. He
It's a
For
really
character
good
that
show.
powerful, yes.
yeah.
Powerful, yes.
The fans alone is what got Lucifer back in on season 5.
Oh
If it
yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
for
yeah.
that,
It's
got it
Fox.
on Netflix
It's
because
fuck
that's
Fox.
how much people demanded this show because I got canceled on the CW.
No, Fox.
The Fox.
Fox.
Oh, Fox. Yeah, there you go. Fox. It got
I
canceled.
mean,
on Fox.
it is a CW show because they own it, but it's
Right.
aired on Fox.
They
Right.
did do the crossover too with
Yeah.
Yeah,
Constantine.
they did.
I knew it. They had to do it. Like I was thinking Constantine would be the right way to connect
Yeah.
it.
I was
Yeah.
waiting for that. When that happened, it was like, I got what I wanted. I'm happy.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I was actually surprised how well the chemistry worked out. So
Yeah.
It worked
Makes
really
sense.
well, to be honest.
I'm telling you, DC Comics, when they want to do something good, they do it, dude.
The
But
only thing that was kind of confusing though is like, oh, so he knows he's the devil, but then he's in hell talking about wanting to destroy the devil in his show. I'm like, what?
I mean, I guess they kind of covered it by like making it like, oh, the devil is more like a crown than it is like a
Right.
actual being. Because
Right,
like
right.
remember when they like in, I think it was the season 4 when they were like, oh, this kid will come here, he'll be the new devil or he'll be the new king.
Yeah,
Right.
I
Yo,
mean,
Yeah.
spoilers?
technically, yeah, that's not. No, that's season 4. I ain't no spoilers. Technically though, in hell in Constantine, he didn't call the devil Lucifer. He called him Satan. So
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
damn. Okay, cool.
What's
So
next?
new episodes, if you guys want to watch it, definitely comes in. 5
All-
seasons is
all
a
that-
lot. I don't think I'm gonna.
All I care about is it in Spanish?
I think you and Erica will like it a lot.
Huh?
I think you guys will like it.
Yeah, like we said, the seasons are really short too. There's only one like 24 episode season. That was
yeah,
season 3.
yeah
Do
you
they
can
drop the
finish
ball
season.
at any? Do they drop the ball at any point in the seasons? Like, do they keep?
I mean,
Are they constant?
There's some
I-
slow episodes and cheesy ones, but like for the most part, it grabs your attention.
Yeah.
The only
definitely.
season you'll be like, oh, hurry it up. It's season 3. That's because they added
Yeah.
the most episodes, so they fill it up a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it was what?
Right.
12 episodes? What's
26.
36 episodes.
26. Yeah.
Okay.
So this
Um,
controversy right here.
What the hell is this?
Nah,
So
bro.
this-
Get rid
So
of
this
it.
is a show called Cuties, right? Just streaming on
Ooh.
on Netflix. Now the controversy is that they're sexualizing these girls right here.
Too much.
But these girls are just doing dance moves, right?
Uh-huh.
And so the people are angry, they're upset, and so they replaced the art. Netflix replaced the art with this one over here, and they apologize for it.
Okay, makes sense.
So, do you think they should have apologized for it?
Yes.
No.
Previously on
look.
Lucifer.
For the
I
word of health.
think they should have more forethought than this. I mean,
Yeah.
like, when it comes to the apology, like my wife says, like, apologies don't really matter all that much. Anybody can apologize, right? The idea is like you need to have people who are thinking straight from the get-go,
Yeah.
right? Like this shouldn't have happened in the sense like somebody should have been like, hey, you know what? We have this clip, we have this JPEG that may not be right for what we're trying to do.
Well,
You
the
know-
thing is, the movie is pretty much what the poster shows.
Right.
So either way, whichever poster you put,
But
it's gonna be the same movie.
but I would say something like this, right? Now these kids are doing the most popular dance moves, right?
Sure.
So if everything in modern media is hypersexualized and they have to do the most popular dance moves to win, wouldn't they be default hypersexualized? And so this would be just a normal way of life, wouldn't it?
So like when I see
Yeah,
this,
but
like
the thing is, you start seeing those poses and you're like, all right, this is way
Because
too much.
think about it, right? Because didn't Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion just use these WAP?
Yep.
Is that
Right,
not the hot
that-
shit?
And
but
on
that's
top
the
of that,
there.
y'all think about it like this way, right? What does the mainstream promote?
Hypersexuality.
yeah,
Sex, violence, drugs, right? And what
Right.
do what does everyone listen to on the radio? What the mainstream promotes: sex, violence, drugs. Kids are gonna listen to regardless whether they bleep the curses or not. So it's like
Right,
they
but one
promote it
thing-
to them, but then they complain like, "Oh, we can't do it," but you promote it to them.
But
See-
but that one thing is for adults to do it. Another thing is for
For
for you to
kids.
depict kids.
Now-
Yo, they legit promote it because they know kids watch it.
So here's the deal. Now, correct me because I see two things. I see the Cuties banned on Netflix, and I see the Mignons, right? Which is, I guess, it's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So, this is a show or a movie based on the Sundance
It's
film.
like a docuseries. Or
See,
yeah.
I-
Documentary. Yeah.
So like this matters, right? Because the whole thing is like, what was the goal of the director, of the writer, right? Was it simply to expose the fact that there is this subculture within our society where, just like pageants, like we've seen it in America, like we have
Right, which is what I'm about to say. Did you ever see the shows about pageants or hear about them?
yeah, like it's
Yeah,
essentially the
essentially-
same idea.
Yeah, essentially what she's trying to do is show that when it comes to dancing, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah. So like here's my point. So sure, this director probably tried to expose this area and shed a light to it because it should, because it is part of the fabric of our society. It's not something that we are directly connected to it, right? Because we don't
Right.
consume that. However, it is out there, right?
Yeah.
Now, for Netflix to come and blatantly exploit that to me goes against what the creator kind of wants to do, you know.
Exactly.
So like it makes it ironic. You're like, okay, let's watch this film or docu-series about how hypersexualization, it's in our media, and it goes all the way down the age groups, right, from adults all the way to children, and let's promote it with hypersexualization, right?
Yeah.
So like me, that kind of misses the point. I don't think it's a good idea.
And the title doesn't help it at all either. You hypersexualize and you go cuties. Like it doesn't.
It's awful.
help.
Yeah.
It doesn't do it any favors for sure.
Make it worse.
Yeah.
Now, it comes to yeah, but I mean, if you think about the original title, right, Mignons, whatever how you would pronounce it. Like,
Oh,
I know
my bad. It's a comedy drama film.
comedy drama film. Okay,
It's not a documentary. My bad.
okay. So
Imagine.
the title is the same in French and in English, Andre. So like they're still called cuties or cute, essentially.
Right.
But you can tell that there was a lot more forethought from the Sundance film
Right.
and
See
from
that?
the Netflix
Well, it's
thing.
because I mean, you got one girl. She's doing the Lil Kim pose, and a lot of people who are probably not of my age or younger are not gonna know what I'm talking about. But Lil
True.
Kim came out with like an album cover with like doing that same pose, but like reverse and her ass showing. She's doing that exact same pose, but facing forward.
Very
The other
forward.
girl
Well,
is
no, her ass is not. No, she's doing the right pose. That wasn't. Lil Kim did it facing forward.
no,
Nicki
but then
Minaj
she-
did
yeah.
it facing backwards.
facing backwards, but Lil Kim came out and did the reverse of that when. So the album cover was the original with the face forward, but she also did a reverse one, and then that's where
Well-
Nicki Minaj did the same shit.
So
But
this is the thing, right? So
but that's not the point, right? The point is, and the other girl is doing fucking doggy style. Fucking
No,
pose.
right. So maybe if I could put it into more context, right? So the whole movie is about a girl, or in this case, girls, that are torn between traditional values and internet culture,
Okay.
right? And so that kind of speaks to the argument. What I was saying is that if your culture is about hypersexualization of young girls, is it then that ridiculous to then expect hypersexualization of young girls?
Right, but the thing is,
But you can
The way
expect
that-
better too. Is it too ridiculous
Right.
to expect better?
No, of
To
course
expect-
not.
Exactly. So like that's where it's disappointing really when you have companies who are still blatantly exploiting this aspect that shouldn't be there.
I mean, at the end of the day, some cultures find this okay, and who are we to be like, oh no, that's not okay. That's their culture. Some cultures and twerking people be like, oh, that's nasty, whatever. But that's a dance in most cultures, like a regular dance in most cultures.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
And
true.
you can't. So if you think twerking is sexual, but in other cultures they're like, that's not sexual. That's just our dance.
But
You know what I mean?
But the thing is, they're not promoting it to those cultures. They're promoting it to knowing that there's going to be a backlash with this culture, right? It would be.
I think they went for shock
factor. Right.
It'd be another thing if you're highlighting that culture and you're presenting it to that culture. Another thing is that you're presenting it to our culture, where fucking everybody has a fucking opinion, and we're still reserved in the aspect when it comes to kids. And when we see this, and you don't expect for people to outrage or fucking say some shit.
Is this movie based on America or not?
It's French.
French. Yeah.
French.
And that's
I guess
already out the ballpark. Like,
I guess you say Western culture.
Yeah, I guess you can say that. But then, again, I think there's value to, like, if you click on this movie or like this film, wanting to learn something about it. Yeah, there's certainly values. But then, like, you may draw the wrong attention, and that may put people off, which at the end of the day is going to completely defeat the purpose of the original of the original director. Hopefully.
Right.
Which is what they should have thought about, but clearly they didn't care.
Yeah. So now that this discussion is pretty much over, and we're gonna end it here. None of us, and I can guarantee you, none of us support hypersexualization of young girls. Ray fell off his chair again. Hypersexualization of young girls. And yeah, whether they change or not, I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't really affect me. Personally, I'm not
gonna watch.
I'm not gonna watch that.
But yeah, none of us support it. We agree.
No, we don't support it at all. But the thing is that, like I said, it's something that it has to be brought into the fold of the conversation, right? Because it is out there, and then, like, we just have to be very, very straight. And it's, and as far as, like, what is it that we think, how do we perceive it, and why do we perceive it as we do? I think it's good, even
because like I said, my personal point of view is that when you put that much sex out there, it was going to hit the negative parts. Eventually, you're going to get some negative aspects of it, this being one of them. It's like, to me, it's just expected.
Yeah.
Like, because, go ahead.
You really, the problem about this society is that you put it out there because you know it's going to sell.
Right, exactly. Because it's like I said, like when Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion's song came out, that video came out, we can sit here and pretend like no kids heard it, but we know they did. Everyone's been talking about it for like last week.
Yeah, and it's like the hot new single, and then, like, I remember that we watched the video with my wife, right? Like, because I was just like, what the hell is WAP, right? So, and then she's like, oh, like, dude, and then I watched the video, and then, like, there was a point where girls come out, right? I think they're famous. I'm not entirely sure. And I was just like, oh, okay, this is going to feature them singing. And they literally don't sing. They just come out there because they look sexy. And I'm just like, what's the point? Like,
yo, that's media since the dawn of time, bro.
I remember back in 2013 when I used to work at Ross that a woman came up to me and she was talking about how over-sexualized the male models were on the underwear containers. She was like, they don't leave anything to imagination anymore. I'm like, that's 2000 post 2000 America right there.
and now,
but like, when you do underwear, right? What are you gonna have them on? You gonna have them wearing a shirt, some socks, no pants?
I mean, yeah, but the thing is that she was just surprised that, like, they in the picture it was just like tight as hell, complete bolds. You can see everything, like shadow and everything. And she was just like, well, "This is nuts." Like when I was growing up, it wasn't that crazy. Yeah.
Sometimes it's obvious, right? Like I
Yeah.
said, like when you put it like the Netflix thing, I think they should apologize because it was clearly obvious that they intended to
Right.
go
Right.
for shock
Yeah.
factor, right? They should definitely apologize. They shouldn't, because it beats the purpose of the actual documentary or series.
Right.
Now, there are times where, you know, over sexualization happens because the person who's observing it perceives it that way.
Yep.
You know, so like sometimes a lot of people can be very, very sensitive. Some people more than others, right? We have to respect that.
We're in 2020. We're in the era of sensitivity.
Yeah. But then, okay. So we can move forward, and again
Yeah.
with the
It's a
whole
web.
thing that we
It's a
don't
web.
condone it.
We don't go.
All right, Andres, do you have the Jeopardy?
Here we go with the cheating.
Let's go, Andres.
We got exactly 30 minutes.
Just for you.
We timed this just for you.
Oh,
Nothing?
Oh,
There.
Jack. Was that Julio?
That's a no.
I prepared something, and this for this event, I made sure that had a backup plan all the time, right?
Yeah.
Yo, are you?
So-
Julio or gibberish?
So this is a game that I came up with. It's called Yu-Gi-Oh or Gibberish. So what I'm gonna do is essentially bring out two cards, right? And it has one of them is real, and the other one isn't. Or in some cases, they both may be real, or they both may be fake. Okay. So your jobs as players will be to tell me whether or not we're gonna go around the room. Which one do you think it's fake, and which one do you think it's real, or
Yeah,
it's both real or both fake?
It's gonna be
Easy.
fine.
This like this
It's
is
gonna
what
be
that
easy
Josh
clap,
shine.
Yeah.
So here's the first one. Okay. All right. The first
Oh.
names are Bachi 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 and Overly Swordsman of Elanam. Okay. So these are the two cards. Which
gonna have
one?
no
of
art?
these- Huh?
Ain't gonna have no art.
No art, dog. No art.
Oh.
That was
Okay,
like,
it'd be easy. Yeah.
yeah. How can I make
Okay.
art for fake cards? Like it's obvious what's fake.
You don't know that.
And to be honest, for some of these names, when I came up with them, I literally went to nonsense word generator, and word generator, I just press it out and combine the two.
You know the crazy thing is, Bachi 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 can actually be a real Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Right.
All right,
Yeah.
so no googling,
Oh my
nothing.
God,
Okay,
bad
now if you get it wrong, if we get it wrong, we have to say, "Fuck that!" All of us together, okay? Because
Oh.
that's honestly how we feel about Konami sometimes. Okay, so I'll give you guys another 30 seconds or so.
Alright.
So which one do you guys think? Oh shit!
Yeah, you already gave it up.
I don't know.
That-
So this one, Bachi Bachi Bachi, was actually
yeah,
correct.
look, I can tell you that Bachi Bachi Bachi,
Bachi, that's
that's
a
a
real
real
thing.
card, and I know
because
Swordsman or whatever, that's a fake card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see we'll see next time. This was a good example, right? Let's see. Kujikiri Curse or Chem.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
All right.
we lose.
Kuchikiri card looks like a real card though.
Kami Note Blow.
Coming up low.
Yo, I think they both fake.
I think
I
the
think
that one's fake.
Fuji
the
Curry
Coming Up
curse is real.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I'm actually saying Kami Note Blow is real.
I'm gonna go with Kenneth. Coming
I got. I'll
Shut up, Ray.
go with Kuchikiri card. I think that's
So we got
go
two
with
for.
Kenneth. I go with Kenneth.
So we have. Let's see. Team Lou is essentially Andres, Lou,
The
then you
losers.
have,
the losers.
and then and then you have Ray and Kenneth saying that Camino Blow
Hey,
is
Josh,
is
go with
real. And
Ruben.
Josh says both. Both of them are
No,
fake.
no,
or both of them are
no.
real.
Josh is going with Curry G. Whatever.
They're both fake.
Nah,
They're
you're
both
fake.
fake. Okay, ready for the reveal?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kuji
Let's
Kiri
go,
Curse is
my
actually
God.
You
real.
gonna tell me I looked at my phone?
So fuck that, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Max, you bullshit at.
That came out IGAS. Yeah, I don't know that set.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Like,
You know how
Ignition
you know how you
Alright.
fucking lie, Max? You know how fucking
Dash
lie
is
because
like a,
you know how you
Dash
fucking
is
lying?
like a new code.
Yeah, it's a fire card, Ignition Assault.
Max,
Yeah.
you know how wait, you know how I know you're lying, man?
How?
Because this shit is real. Look. The Kimoto blow.
Happy not to.
Ah, that's why I have it here,
Oh,
dog.
what
Oh,
the
they're both real.
No, you guys think you're gonna catch me sleeping? I made this game, bro.
Say, like,
Especially
Fucking
Like,
Ray's like,
You're gonna
"Bro,
have-
I got
oh,
this
my
right.
aunt,
I googled it before I
See,
said
like,
anything.
I actually did this on purpose
I
to
mean,
see who
it's
would do it.
easy to just be like fake real. Like it's you gotta get it wrong and get it right. Like,
Yeah.
um,
Okay, so this one, Josh said they were both fake, right?
yeah.
So one of you guys, well, half of you guys actually thought
we were all wrong.
Yeah, we all
Yeah.
right.
We were all wrong. Yeah, we were all wrong.
See, good old Konami. They honestly, they pulled these names out of their ass.
I don't
Next.
know how to do it.
Excana Reptilian or Gradle Dragon. Don't Google, Ray.
Great Dragon.
great old
Okay.
Girl, Dragon, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Great Old Dragon is real.
Great old dragon.
Yeah, it's real.
Dragon's real.
Girl.
Andres?
Yeah, I said Great Little Dragon.
Gradle? Ray, do I need to ask? Or did you Google it already?
I Googled great old dragon.
Alright, yeah, for this one, definitely Gradle Dragon was real.
You want to know how I
Yeah.
know? Because
Sorry.
Reptilian is actually one of my favorite archetypes, and I know that card.
Oh,
is it.
calm down.
I know that for a
Yeah.
fact.
And
The
I
only
actually played Gradle for a period of time too.
Yeah,
So
the only reason why I know about that card is because I have it in the collection.
Well, you have all the cards, Andres.
Yeah,
That's not a surprise.
he has dragons, even though this is not a dragon.
That's
I
true.
have-
You
I
collect
have a
all the
whole
dragons, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Next. Mechlord Astral Mechanically or Tatsuno Toshigo?
Mechlord is real.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say both
Sure.
are real.
I'll go with both.
Okay.
Are you just gonna copy?
Fucking rare. Google both.
I'll say both are real.
Andres?
I know the first one's right, Astro. I'll say both are right.
Okay.
What? We're gonna get it wrong, watch.
Okay. Mechlord definitely, you know, is
Yeah,
real.
I knew that for real. Yeah, I knew
And so
that.
is Tatsuno,
Let's go, boys.
Tatsuno Toshigo.
Yeah, winning always.
That horse-
Not like a mermaid horse.
So if I
Yeah,
had, I got
mermaid
it.
horse.
Yeah.
Man,
So
look
one
at-
of
Go ahead. Go look at Kaz's art. Okay, look at his early art.
That's garbage.
Here is a bizarre monster with the torso of a horse and a fish tail. It gallops through the sea as if it were the wind.
Yo,
Yes.
That's the
Seahorse.
fucking most
yo, who the
stupid
fuck
shit
come
ever.
up with that
It's a
design, dude?
seahorse.
You know, one thing I gotta say
Stop
about
it.
Cass's
Stop.
early art is that the zombies actually look like fucking zombies.
Yo, this one
Yeah.
looks like a zombie.
Now, zombies are just anime characters. Like, oh, that's a zombie.
That's true. Yeah.
Like cute zombie now, not like terrible.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. But then, like, if you saw this shit in the ocean, you'll be
It's-
fucking terrified.
No, it's dying.
It's dying.
It's dying. I don't know where I'm gonna get it go, but I'm gonna make sure it doesn't leave, and I'm gonna make sure that it doesn't live.
I'll take
All right. Next round, Ancient Tome of Dermons or Onomato Pickup.
The first one's true.
Onomato pickup.
I'm gonna say Onomata Pickup is real.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Same thing.
Both of them fake. Both of them fake.
Okay. Lou says
Yeah,
both
yeah.
of them are fake.
Yeah, in real life, I think both are fake, but I'm gonna say Onomata Pickup is real.
For the meme.
I actually think Ancient Doma of Thermos is real.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna say they're both real.
Andres.
I'm gonna say onomato pickup is real.
Okay. Ray.
I'm gonna go with the safe pick. Both of them are real.
All right. Cool. So, Onomato Pickup is actually a real card. The other one is fake.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah,
Like when I saw this art, I was like, seriously, Onomato.
Onomato
Yeah.
pickup.
Yeah, that's exactly why I chose because I was like, yo, like this sounds like a dumbass Konami.
Yeah,
Why did they cut out with these goddamn names?
and you have to think about the fact that this is named probably something else in Japanese, right?
Yeah.
like if something's actually cool, but then like when it
Totally
comes
awesome.
to the US, they have like a
Yeah,
13.
yeah. You see that shit right there. I was thinking about that archetype when I read this. I was thinking about Gaga, and then you see right there,
Yeah.
Baba, go, and do. Come on, man.
And then you got like you got to play on words, totally awesome, or
Yeah,
look, that grass looks greener. I'm like, really,
Yeah.
guys?
yeah. Where art
Yeah.
thou?
Like honestly, the Go and Gaga and the whatever other one, they're such a terrible archetype. I
They're fucking
hate.
garbage. yo.
All right, next one, El Shaddol, Shekin,
Shekanega,
or El Shaddol.
Pat Rock, yo, obviously
But
Shekanega.
Shekinaga.
Shekanega is
Shekinaga or
is-
Patrokis?
Shekanega.
okay. Well, okay.
Nah, Shekanega is real, and Pat Rocks is fake.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna go with Josh's same thing.
yeah, I just
Yeah,
go with
same,
Josh.
same.
Left.
You
I'm a-
are delusion of the bot fake.
Like I'm telling you right now, because Josh used to play El Shaddai, so I'm gonna just believe him.
By the way, like
The
we're
perfect.
keeping score, right? Like we so far we're saying like Anders is the best gamer, second by Josh, and then who knows what
Can it?
knows? No. Was it Josh was the best gamer, and then Anders is the best at Pokemon, right? He's the one who
No,
knows
I
the
won
most.
both.
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
the gaming. Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
did you win gaming?
No, what you won gaming actually?
Yeah.
Yeah, Anders has both
Yeah.
on the bag so far.
Cheater.
Yeah, he's full
Anyways,
of
both of them are
bullshit,
fake.
And have you noticed so far? I've been getting them right, and I've had my hands right here. Right, fuckers?
Not lie, motherfucker.
So El Shaddai definitely Shekinaga is
Pat
definitely-
Rocks,
Yeah.
if that's real, that's probably from the new structure deck that I haven't seen.
Nah, it's not real.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know why? The only reason why I remember that fucking card because Josh gave me a copy of that card.
And also, Pat Rocks is like Shaddolls don't have those kind of names. Like
That's true. Yeah. Come on, it's
Yeah.
called El Shaddai.
Plus, this artwork actually looks pretty dope.
Yeah,
We'll call it
really
El Shaddai and John Smith.
Yo, the Shaddol, like the storyline between Shaddolls and the Gusto, that's actually pretty fucking dope ass storyline. Like it's actually dope as fuck.
All right.
Okay.
Like the fuck is this?
Where's that? Mind hackers. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't even put it past to say mind
I
hackers.
know, right? Like
But I'm gonna say both are fake.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same
yo,
thing.
if
Both
Burst
fake.
First Della is a
Healer?
card, dude.
if Burst Della's a real card, I give up. Like,
Yo, what is Konami doing, bro? Why is this
You know what?
goddamn fucking-
Max is laughing. I think Merz Taylor is a real card.
What?
I think the way Max is laughing, I think Merz Taylor is a real card. But I'm gonna still say both are fake.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Bro,
gonna say both are fake.
if both of them are
I
real,
saw Josh pulling out that Wikipedia.
I
Yeah.
am.
All right. So for this one, Lou, what do you say?
bro, these names like get out of. You know, Merch Stellar, just to feel real, just for the memes. So I
All
don't
right.
Well, how much would I bet Mind Hacks is real?
Yeah, I will laugh.
I knew
Oh
it. I knew it. I was like, yo, I would not put it past him when I did that.
No one got that right.
They didn't ask me, so I got it right.
Oh, okay.
Please tell me Merch
A lot
Stellar
of
is fake.
technical things in the background, right? That's why I'm sorry.
Hey, if Merch Stellar fake, please tell me.
No, Merch Zeller is definitely fake.
No,
I
that's
actually meant to put
okay.
dealer, but I misspelled it.
Sound like no.
You know the
But I
crazy
was
thing
just
is, I wouldn't put it past Konami naming that shit, bro.
Yeah,
Like, look,
That's the thing. I was just like, I'm gonna leave it like that because it's just
Haxer.
that's something that Konami would do. I mean, look at this, Haxers, fucking
That's
garbage.
that's the
Hackers.
meme. Yeah, that's the meme. Hackers. That's so
Okay, hackers.
nasty, dude. Okay, let's go.
Oh, Haxers is just a hacker.
yeah.
Yeah, my
All right,
Wow.
so fucking stupid.
Zero's a rock. Fire formation.
there's a rock or fire formation in Kundaranai.
That's a real card.
Yeah, Fire Formation's a real card.
Udaranai, yeah.
Yeah, it's a real card.
Zero's a rock.
I don't know about that name, bro. It's up to you.
I've never heard of that shit before.
I know the right one's a real card.
They were trying to say cerote, but they fucked up.
Yo, I'm gonna say Zero's fake and Fire's real.
Fire's real.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know about Zero.
If Zero's real, bro.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say both are real.
Okay. Andres?
I would say both are real.
Okay. Ray?
They're both fake for sure.
Okay. So in this one,
I don't know.
I guys got you because for information, kundaranai. If you guys are kundaranai actually means crap in Japanese. So I googled that shit and I translated it because the real one is this.
Yeah,
one.
no, I knew Zero's Rock was real. I knew Zero's Rock was real. I was just sure about Fire Formation.
Yeah.
You know the thing, also like Konami has named some bullshit names
Yeah,
too. That means some
yeah.
bullshit, and I just like.
Yep. So Zero Zero Rock is real. Kundaranai means crap, just for future reference.
Imagine Fire Formation crap. It's a dude.
Yeah.
I thought it was way too good. All right. Evil Swarm, Azathoth, or number S0 Utopic Zexal.
That sounds so fake.
Okay, number.
Utopic Zexo. There's an actual card that has Zexo in its name.
And it's that
Number
one.
Esso.
Utopic Zexal is an actual
Number
card.
Esso.
I
Yeah.
just don't know about that number S.
Yeah, that number.
Bro,
Right.
that's real. That's actually
That's-
legit.
yeah, they do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no, I know
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I
uh-huh.
don't know if that's the
Oh, that's the
actual-
number.
That's the
Yeah,
number.
Yeah.
Yeah, check your binder right quick. No,
And in Evil Form, I want to say it's real. but
Azathoth?
Because I have Evil Swarm cards.
either
But Azathoth, I
Azathoth?
never heard that
Azathoth
one.
sounds. I don't know. There's probably another card that starts with an A, but
Right?
I don't like.
because I know there's an evil swarm that's super close to that name. I don't know if that's exactly.
Well,
Yeah,
there's
I don't think
Evil
that.
Swarm, Bahamut,
Both
and then
fucking real. Just deal with it.
there's
Okay.
another one
I-
that
I know
starts with a
what
Z.
If the Azathoth is real, I gotta see what the fuck that is. Cause
They're
I don't
both
know.
All
real.
right.
They're both real.
So Ray says they're both real.
Utopic.
Ken?
I'm gonna say they're both real.
Okay. Josh?
Copy it, man. Actually.
If Azathoth is real, watch it be that.
I think it's
rank 4
Oh,
one. Watch it be the rank 4 one.
Okay.
We got
Andres?
Yolo.
the
One that's
butt
standing
fade.
tall, looking like Rihanna.
I would say both are real.
Both are real. Okay, Lou?
Oh, we crash and burning all are real there.
Okay, Josh?
I'm gonna just say Utopic Zexo was Zeal, and well, I know I'm gonna be wrong, but whatever.
All right. Evil Swarm,
Oh,
Oh no, that was not.
definitely real. And also the
I
Zexal.
know.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's definitely. Yeah, I knew that was.
I knew that was real. But
What the
But
fuck?
this
happened
shit
to
right
this?
here, bro, yo, like, you know why I didn't know about this shit? Because I came in that bullshit hidden arsenal. No one gave a fuck about.
no, this came in dual terminal.
Yeah, hidden arsenal.
Fire,
Yeah,
one
it's
special,
the-
one
it's
special.
dual
Yeah,
summon, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was gonna play Evil Swarm, but then I saw the price of that one card was too crazy, so I was like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that everyone was going for.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
one that stopped the special summons. Yeah.
Yep. F that.
I
Yeah,
remember
like,
this. Utopic was used to be super fucking expensive, like crazy expensive.
Yo, all the like, not the original Utopia, but like the upgraded Utopias, they all went
Right.
for
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, because you can overlay over Utopia.
Yeah, it is like
Uh,
what? No, what was the other one? The one that everyone went for that you can go over any Utopia,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
and it's just like you
oh
just
my
It's
god.
the
you
lightning?
stack. You go rank 4, you got 2 materials. Then you stack Utopia Ray, you got 3 materials. Then you stack another Utopia, you got 4. Then you stack the other one at 5. Now you can fucking go hand.
That's Utopia the Lightning, no?
Yeah, the lightning.
So, yeah.
Oh my god, that's just fucking awful.
Okay. All right. So there you go. Utopic Zexal. What the fuck? This sucks, dude. That art. That's one thing that always got me about Konami. Konami, some of the cards are like super expensive, right? And they're like super useful, but their art is garbage, dude. And you're like, fuck. It's such a like you get the card, and it's such an unrewarding feeling. You know, it's just like,
Yeah, this is how Utopia looks without his armor.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay, this
It was
one.
Drupnik?
This is for
Oh my god, Sunrise.
Ruben?
Elemental Hero
Oh,
Sunrise.
they're
and
both
Elemental
fake.
Hero Druid.
Both fake.
Elemental
both
Hero
fake.
Sunrise.
They're both fake. They're
That's
both
some
fake.
fake shit right there.
That's some both fake. I have all the elemental heroes. They're both fake.
No, you don't.
You don't.
No, you
All
don't.
the new ones.
No, actually, I'm gonna say Sunrise is real.
You sure?
Nah, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just-
Sunrise is not. Sunrise is not real.
No, I say they're fake.
I don't know.
You know what thing is? Sunrise is not like an element. Like I don't
To
know.
be honest, the Elemental Hero Dronic sounds like a rock band name.
Well,
they're both fake, man.
okay. Cool.
He's Googling.
I feel
hold up.
Druidic
He's
is
Googling.
fake. Druidic is fake.
Watch
Because I
that.
never heard of it.
I never heard of Sunrise.
I don't know.
I summoned Elemental Hero Sunrise. I've
Elemental
never heard
Hero
that shit.
breakfast.
You know what? You know what? There's a little bit hero. You know, Sunrise, I believe, left. Druidic, no.
Knew it.
That's a real
Yeah.
thing. Oh
Yeah, 'cause
my
it came in the
God.
legendary decks. It came in the legendary decks.
Two hero monsters different.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I can see that.
But
hero.
it's Drunic's real.
Is Druidic real?
See, Drunic is absolutely fake. I came up with that.
I can't hear. I can see
At Elemental Hero Sunrise? Oh,
Because the thing is, when you look
See,
at all
that's the thing.
the heroes, some of them are really jank, like Elemental Heat, Elemental Hero Woodman.
When
Like,
Elemental Hero. I was gonna put
Yeah.
Kenospe, but like Kenospe, everybody knows. Like the
Kenospe.
little
You know the thing though,
ant.
when I was
Yeah.
thinking Elemental Hero, I was only thinking about the effect monsters, not the fusion.
bro, there's a hero called Bubble Man. Elemental hero Bubble Man.
okay, but that's not that crazy.
But that's a classic though. That's one of the OGs. So like,
Elemental hero Heat Lady.
like there's
Yeah,
how many
Absolute
Neos do
Hero.
we have? Like Wise Neos, Divine
There's
Neos,
a lot of Neos, my guy. I mean,
we have like
You can just look at it.
Alias.
Neos. It's just fucking
Neos
stupid.
Alias.
Yeah, Alias. All right, I think this is going to be like the last round. I think. Let me
Mestric
see.
is a real card.
I don't fucking know.
Mestric is a real card.
I'm gonna say both are real.
We got a few more rounds. Okay, both are real. Okay, Andres, I haven't heard from you.
He's trying
Both
to cheat.
are real.
Hold up.
Both of them are real.
I got it.
All right, I'm gonna go with the bandwagon.
He's trying to
Both are
Google
real.
it like his phone.
Real.
right.
Oh,
So
Wow.
in this one, random
Agito.
word that on or gave me Mestric because
I think that's real.
Agido is actually real.
Yeah.
I knew Augie was real. I didn't
You're
know.
like,
That's,
fuck.
I remember that
Mestric.
part.
Mestric.
Liar.
that's not. Metric isn't real. So we all got it wrong, I think.
No,
Yep.
I got it right. I didn't say it was real.
And,
See, Mestric is actually fake. Yeah, I came up with that name.
See?
Damn proud of it too. Okay, next.
Shame on y'all.
Oh my God!
They're both fucking real. For real.
Please tell me
I
that's
actually
not
I follow them on Twitter. So there you go.
You know, it
I
needs
follow
to-
them
So we have Doyon at Igneister and
Please tell me.
Doyoribo at Igneister.
I would say both are real. Effort.
They both.
Like when you give up on Konami, both anything can happen.
I
All
don't
you
remember
need to
seeing
give up on it.
that sign on a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
I've seen it a few times.
I don't remember that shit, yo.
Yo,
I'm not saying a word. yo.
One is fake, one is real. I know for sure because
You
the
guys
way
haven't
that he
get-
spell it. The way that he spell
I'ma say Don whatever or Rebo is real.
Yeah, you might be right. Hey man, you might be right. They might be fake. Who knows?
Okay.
I'm gonna say this one, the at Igneister is real, and then the other one's fake.
Okay.
Oh wait. Are we counting the space?
Yeah.
Wait, are we
No,
counting
like
the space?
no, it's
No,
We'll count at the
they're-
same
they're
thing,
different
right?
spelling.
yeah, they're
No,
pretending they're
they're
the
different
same
spelling.
spacing. Yeah.
Okay,
I
okay,
mean,
yeah.
right? Yeah, they're different spelling, Ken.
Yeah, no.
Kidding.
All right.
There are differences. This is
Yeah,
in.
one is
Yeah,
wrong.
Yeah.
One is wrong.
different spelling.
In Nixter is not a real thing.
Yeah, it's not real.
Yeah, I
That's
didn't
why
know.
I
It
looked
should,
at
no,
it,
it
I'm
should
like,
be the
that's
same. It
not real.
should be the same across the board. It should be the same.
Oh,
Sorry.
Okay, yeah. I think they're both real. If they're
Alright.
gonna be, I think they're the same.
I'll keep my answer,
Which is what?
which is the at that's connected with the Igneister.
The one on the right, that's the Don.
Right.
My
Alright,
answer
cool.
is whatever is correct. Go ahead.
Okay, so Doyon at Igneister is definitely real, right? And then I don't know what the fuck these things are, by the way. And they're cybers. I've never heard of this shit. I have no idea. And then
That's the new one.
And then Don Uribo at Ignisters also real. I have again.
Oh shit.
Ignister.
fuck?
I didn't know they
Oh,
made
no.
Ignister.
Because the thing is, I knew at Ignition.
Oh, you know
but
why
I
I didn't realize at because the new Yu-Gi-Oh they're in virtual reality, so it's cyber. It's
No,
like
it's
cyber.
because
No,
you're
but
a
the thing-
fake
the
ass
thing
fan.
is-
That's why.
but that's the funny thing, right? Because you're the one who actually told me about the set.
Yeah, no, like I just completely
Yeah.
forgot. But the thing is, these guys came out like way when I stopped like giving a fuck about the sets.
That's sad.
Okay. Yeah, no, 'cause this came out with the what was that fire one that you wanted to play?
This came after the
The
what's the name of
Rockets.
Was it? It was like a fire archetype that you wanted to play.
the Fire Fists.
No. It was new.
Oh, I forgot the name.
Ignites.
Oh, Ignites. Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's not. They didn't come on the same set.
Are you sure?
Ignites came in the Pendulum era.
Mission Assault.
Nah, Ignites came on
These
the
guys are after the
Pendulum
Danger.
era.
They're one of the
This
most
is-
recent.
This is Cyber's era. The
Oh,
you know, Code of the Duelist era.
No, dude, this shit is new. Like right now.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm following the new shit.
All right. So what about this one?
Plunder Patrol, yo.
Booty. Plunder Patrol booty, dude.
Control booty.
The one on the left is obviously real. The one, actually, no, they're both fake. Fuck that shit.
Plunder Patrol booty. and
It
Plunder
sounds real.
The booty one sounds real.
Plunder Patrol booty.
Yo, I want Plunder Patrol booty to be so real, dude. To be honest.
Yo, watch it be like a spell card or something.
Yeah.
Of a booty.
Like what? No, it's gonna be like a treasure test or something.
I know the Plunder Patrol archetype, but I don't know if for 4 is a real shit. But
It's the booty one.
I'm gonna just say that's real and the one on the left.
Right?
no.
I'm gonna say booty.
It's fake, man.
I'm gonna say.
There's no way Konami's
I-
putting booty
I don't think
on a card.
I don't know why, but
Say booty.
I feel like Max is tricking us. I
think-
feel like booty is the fucking real one, and Forfer is the
Number one,
fake
okay.
ass one.
How can I trick you? Konami's the one coming up with this
Because
shit.
you
not
would,
me.
you would put
Yo,
this shit like
there's
it's like
no
playing off
way.
for some reason.
I'm
Konami's
Plunder
putting
Patrol.
booty.
Okay, I'm
Booty
picking
and-
booty just for the fucking memes.
No.
I'm
Yo.
booty,
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 booty.
fucking
Yo,
memes.
Yeah,
nah.
I'm telling you right now, that card is probably gonna have some treasure on it. It's a spell or trap.
Yo,
Like,
look,
that's the
no,
boot.
there's
ahead.
no way. Konami of America censors like
Go ahead,
a
Max.
motherfucker.
Go ahead, Max. Show
They're
that booty.
not putting booty on a
I,
card.
I already picked booty. You
Show,
guys
show that
pick
booty,
the-
Max.
Okay.
Show that booty.
You guys
Johnson,
all,
okay, the only thing important in prison is booty.
You're not the
okay,
booty
you guys
warrior,
all
okay?
have to go out there and buy
Okay.
this fucking card.
You warrior.
Because-
Do it.
Oh my god.
They really put booty on the card.
Right now, I just, like it's booty.
Bro.
Hey Josh, we gotta buy this card.
Yo, they really.
And you know why? Because if you have a thing named Plunder Patrol, I'm like, yo, this is probably pirates. They are booty pirates. Yo.
Oh shit!
Josh is broken. We broke Josh. Yeah.
Oh my god!
You have to
No.
get this card and grade it, and it'll fucking
No.
say Thunder pick out the
They
rainbow.
really put
Fucking Gem Mint 10.
They really named
You
the
got
card.
10 booty.
A gem minton booty.
Oh my god!
Yeah, Gem Mint 10 booty,
Yo.
bro.
They
I said
legit.
booty. Yeah, yeah.
The name of the
Oh,
card. Yo,
fuck.
just understand that the name is Plunder Patrol Booty.
Look, they gotta plunder some booty. Like,
This Plunder Patrol is already sus.
Uh,
They added booty to it.
look, they got a troll for booty.
Yo, how did this get past regulation? Oh shit! Yo, what the card?
So, if we ever need to make shirts for this podcast,
Oh,
we're putting that shit on the back.
Yo, you can think more Plunder Patrol.
Yo, we gotta name a fucking podcast after this shit.
Yo, that's fucking crazy. Yo, what's the Japanese art for this fucking card? I gotta see this shit. Plunder
Oh, man.
Patrol.
All right.
Yo, it's a
Booty.
5-cent card.
Yo, booty. Yo, I'm gonna have yo. Put a bunch of booty. Japanese. Let me see. How does this shit look like?
Oh, brother.
Uh,
Same car, right?
Is it?
Oh.
it says that it came out in
See, what's it
Ignition
called?
assault. Ignition assault.
Assault. Yeah.
Just like the last two cards.
Japanese. Oh, is this CCG exclusive?
Bro, Konami.
Oh,
what the
is
fuck
it?
you-
There's no Japanese on it right now.
I don't know. Let's see. Yu-Gi-Oh fandom. Ah, it's in both.
Where I don't see no Japanese around in this shit. Yo, that's
The last
that,
pick for sure, right?
that's fucking crazy. They really named it.
Oh my
Hey,
god! If you
Hold the
look,
fuck on. Look at the image really quick, Josh. What do you see in the image?
You see a booty, like
You see a fucking female bending down in front of the fucking card.
we don't know if it's female though.
yeah, we don't know
No,
if that's
you can tell it's
That's-
female.
That's a little sus. That's a little sus.
No. That is a female. It's two females. One on the right and one on the left.
Dude, they're like old trolls,
They're-
but then, like, again,
Right, but it's
I-
fucking
I
showing you
succeeded.
you know the
I-
crazy
After Tadawara.
I was just like, I really hope Josh tunes into this. Damn,
Yo.
that was awesome.
yo, you know the
Uh.
crazy thing is they have troll in the fucking name, yo.
Yeah.
Konami's a fucking yo.
Konami of America.
Yeah, they. Yo, what's the Japanese name for this fucking card?
Well, but if you take a look at these names, they make sense. Patrol Party, like
Oh,
Shipyard
Patrol Party is the original name.
Party, not Party, like Party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Shipyard. Like it's fucking hilarious. These guys are clever. I give it to them.
Yo, that's
All right, so there you go. That's our spirit. That card needs to somehow be in every single podcast because it's amazing that it just got through. And by the way, Ken,
Flounder fucking Patrol.
Do you know- did you notice
Ooh.
that, like, if it's a trap card, the card is purple?
Oh, I didn't notice it. I just noticed now. Because I
Yeah,
just thought it was like fusion or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All my efforts go unrecognized.
Wow,
Okay,
man.
No, I've been seeing it.
Last
I've
one.
noticed.
I think this is the last one.
Yo, man.
I should have ended up with the booty one, to be honest.
Oh, I'm gonna say I want to say Poison Swarms is fake. Yeah, I'm gonna say Poison Swarms is fake.
Okay.
I'm not gonna answer because I'm looking stuff up real quick.
Okay. So because I noticed that the booty was essentially the pinnacle of this game. I'm glad we're there. So in this case, the actual fake card is the Swarms one.
Yeah, I thought so.
Okay. Yeah, Metabo Lobster is actually something good, and I don't know. I don't know about this card, man.
Let's
Yep.
see, we this card for Troop Summon Dark Monster. It does. What does it do? Special
When,
Summon 3 Metobo tokens, gross. Indefense is gross. These tokens cannot be chipped. You might get this hell out of here.
not bad. All right.
Oh my god.
So that's the game, and when you look at that, 10:57, exactly at 11,
Nice.
just like we promised. Hey, Anders, are you gonna do the Konami thing next time?
I hope. I've been.
I like I hope.
Hey, man, you have off Sundays.
Yo, send me that Jeopardy template, yo. I'll have that thing hooked up in a day.
All right, cool. I'll send it over.
Send it to Ken, and he actually has time
My stuff is gonna be super hard though.
because
Oh,
you're not in school anymore.
well,
Hey, Ken, did you
this
still
time-
study?
Oh, that's horrible.
This time we're gonna start with 1,000. And
Oh,
Wait,
Gonna-
are we gonna
Nah,
have?
nigga, you wild.
If they're gonna have like
That is-
life points,
All right, whatever. I'll send it over. You guys can pick. Just because I kind of want to play sometime. You know. I feel like I need to be in the ranking there too.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yo,
show
we-
Muscle Reka to participate fairly too.
yo, we
Whatever.
can have
Under
Anders shut it down
control,
everybody in
booty.
the guy game.
You
You know,
need the big
we
movie?
already-
Yo, I gotta hear what Yugi tubers think about that fucking name, yo. Plunder Patrol booty. Like, wow.
All right, so in this
Bro.
last minute or two, let's go to TCG Player and see
These
how
are the
much.
same motherfuckers who be fucking censoring the fuck out of these cards, yo. That's crazy.
He actually fucking TCG bro.
Nah, bro. Because I'm telling you, if they're pirates, they were gonna put booty in that card. I can tell you that.
All right,
If people don't know what Josh is talking about for the audience that sees it, Konami is very strict, especially in the US, for what they depict on cards. An example is a card like this, where they, just because of that symbol on her chest, the Ankh,
the Ankh.
they didn't release it in the US, and so
Well,
for
it
them
wasn't. It wasn't because of that. It was because Kaz told them that if they censored his artwork, then he wasn't gonna allow
Right.
it to
But the thing is that they already was going to censor that artwork
True.
because of that.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, is like Konami does weird shit when it comes to censoring, and so for them to pass just the word booty alone is crazy.
okay, so
Does
we're all
booty have
getting-
another meaning to it?
Yeah, treasure.
dude.
Yeah,
Josh
it
goes
means
deep for
treasure.
it.
Yeah,
It
treasure.
means treasure.
Yeah. That's why it worked.
So-
That's why they got it through.
Let's
Yo,
go ahead
you
and-
learn something new every day.
so then we'll go ahead and order a couple of these and just mail them out. It's gonna be our.
Yo, they knew what the
Imagine-
fuck they
imagine-
were doing, yo.
Imagine
Like,
it's just our business cards. Like, oh, like what podcast do you have? Just give it to them.
nah, they knew what they were doing when they put that shit on that card, yo. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Josh has to buy that car. He has to buy like 3
See,
of
what
them.
you have to realize is that like together we are the Plunder Patrol.
Yeah,
Oh.
just don't tell Erica that.
She's asleep. That's why I can say it. And it's not like this is being recorded, right?
Man, this is live, fam. This is gonna stay in the archives.
Dude, at least we're gonna upload something, right?
No,
Because-
this stays uploaded.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Yeah,
too,
forever.
so it's getting
YouTube
uploaded.
Yeah,
and
because like
No,
13
not
wasn't there.
forever.
Like episode
Only-
13 was just not there.
Oh, because
Oh yeah,
Ray,
because
Ray did
Oh, I streamed it on
upload
my channel because
and
you know
then- yeah.
so it's on my Twitch.
Right,
All
right.
yeah,
Because Ray was having internet problems.
yeah.
All right. You can go ahead and take us out now, Ray.
All right, then any last comments, anything you want to add for next week or anything, and whatever. Anyways, guys, that's about it for this week. It seems that we'll see what we have for next.
Well,
anyways.
we're gonna have a cover of our DC fandom if they come up with something good.
Yeah, maybe
Oh.
maybe we'll see some new trailers because a lot of thinkers are coming out.
Imagine if everything's just fucking trash.
Yeah,
Bro,
I
I would- I
wonder
would
if
cry.
Call of Duty is gonna be good.
We'll pick another game for Ray to review. Maybe we'll do some like
some, like,
back
easy
reviews
shit.
like Nintendogs.
$10.
Yeah, you gonna put me to sleep, yo.
Anyways, well, guys, until next time, peace.
Peace.
Bye.
Yeah.